Soulblazers Snowbound Journey. From the invitation letter, you and Paimon learned that a unique event is being held in Mondstadt Dragonspine International Cross-Country Challenge. The two of you decide to go back and look on in the competition. Okay, why are we in Mondstadt? Perseverance, courage, speed. The Dragonspine International Cross-Country Challenge is about to begin. This is the one race challenge that every serious runner dreams of. The ultimate proving ground for one's abilities. Armed with the perseverance, courage, and speed, runners will hit the trails of Dragonspine, overcoming complex terrain and bone-chilling weather to reveal their true mettle. The Dragonspine International Cross-Country Challenge is about to kick off. This year's event, we'll see teams from Natlan, Sumru, Inazuma, Leah, and Mondstadt vying for the winner's crown. If you're a runner confident and feeling up for the challenge, then this race is for you. We also welcome all fans to attend and show their support. The Dragonspine International Cross-Country Challenge Organization Committee. I didn't know that we had a Dragonspine International Cross-Country Challenge Organization Committee in the first place.
Hey! It's a flyer for a competition! The Dragonspine International Cross-Country Challenge. Huh! Never heard of this before.
Right.
International means there's gonna be people from all over Tibet taking part. Sounds like fun! We should check it out if we have time. Wow! So many tents! Paimon's never seen Dragonspine this busy before.
Why is Amber there?
Wait! Look! It's Amber!
That's the same stall they used for the game one in Inazuma.
Hey there, Amber!
Honorary Knight, Paimon! Sorry, I was chatting away and didn't even notice you arrive. It's so good to see you again.
Hi, Amber. What are you up to?
Oh, I was just discussing competition stuff with Mr. Hines. So what brings you to Dragonspine? Not a commission, I assume?
Nope. We just saw some cool flyer and thought we'd come see what all the fuss is about.
I go where the fun is. I was hoping we might run into some old friends.
Well then, you've come to the right people. Mr. Hines and I are staff on the organizing committee here.
Hello, Honorary Knight. And you must be Paimon.
Paimon actually getting acknowledged.
First Company, Knights of Favonius. It's an honor to meet you both. The contest hasn't kicked off yet. We're still in the process of issuing the spectator tickets and VIP tickets. Speaking of which, take these. We reserved a couple of VIP tickets for you.
Oh my god! Also, Sweet Summer Smile playing in the background while it's freezing in Dragonspine is not what I expected. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You mentioned an organizing committee. Is that for the Dragonspine International Cross-Country Challenge? That's what we saw on the flyer.
Yup, the organizing committee is a joint effort between the Knights of Favonius and representatives from Springvale. More specifically, Hines and I are in charge of registrations and security, while the Springvale team is responsible for refereeing and support. So any problems, just come find us. We're here to make sure all contestants and spectators have an enjoyable experience.
We can always count on you. We'll be delighted to spectate.
This is the biggest contest of its kind we've ever had. A lot of international contestants have signed up, even some from Natlan. It's sure to be an exciting few days.
Oh, Natlan? I think I know who you mean. If we're thinking of the same team, there's this one contestant with pink hair and a really impressive pair of horns on her head. Also, she has a huge appetite. A lot of the staff really enjoy dining with her. The way she relishes her food, it puts everyone else in the mood to eat too. Then there's the girl with the stripy yellow and black tail. It's so fluffy and cute. But she seems super cool though. I wouldn't dare call her cute to her face.
I mean, I would.
Okay. Those definitely sound like people we know.
Varesa and xilonen, we should go say hi.
Oh, no way. You know them?
I know everyone because that's how this works in this game.
Well, if you want to find them, their team's camp is over there. Their tent has a really unique design. You can't miss it. Honestly, it's a really cool camp in general. Plus, they brought a whole stash of comic books with them.
They brought light apples?
Paimon sees it. We'll go check it out later. Thanks, Amber.
Great. Oh, and when you do, any chance you could borrow one of their comic books from me?
I want to read it, sure.
Their team's always talking about the comics they read, and it's gotten me kind of curious. I would go ask them myself, but I can't really leave my post.
Sure, no problem. Leave it to us.
The Shining Warriors take the stage. You say anything after?
You know when the contest starts, right?
No.
Don't forget to come and watch on the day.
I don't know, actually. I'm just here vibing, bro. Timmy, about your pigeons, you better lock them up. Otherwise, we can't talk to y'all. It's very strange having really cheerful music in Dragonspine. Because I usually think of the really quiet one that usually plays, the Chattering Snowflakes one. Guess this is the stage for everything. Oh, it's a pit stage. Interesting. Why is there a pit? We have an orchestra? I'm freezing, though. We walk back.
Hello. Are Varesa and xilonen around?
Ah, so you're looking for the captain and vice captain.
Traveler? I thought I was seeing things. I can't believe it's really you.
Ronnie, how's that thesis coming along?
Don't even go there. Please. I'm supposed to be on vacation here. However much I want to finish my thesis, I'm only human. I've been fighting a losing battle with it recently. Right now, I feel completely defeated by it. It's knocked me to the ground, and I'm just gonna lie here until I'm ready to get up and face it again.
Oh, me.
Until then, I'm begging you, please, please don't bring up my thesis.
Okay, fine, okay.
Wow. We've run into so many people we know already. What a small world.
I love that she's just like, I want to die from this thesis. And Paimon's one thought is like, wow, look at all my friends.
Since we all know Varesa and xilonen, that makes things a lot easier. We heard they're taking part in the cross-country contest, so we thought we'd come say hi.
They're not here right now. But if you're not in a hurry, you're welcome to stick around the camp and wait.
Sounds good. Your tents are really cool, by the way. Ah, and there's that stash of comic books Amber mentioned.
Looks like Amber wasn't exaggerating. You're all big comic fans.
Oh, yeah. A friend of ours mentioned that. Hearing you all talk about comic books got her interested, too. Which series have you guys been reading?
Comics? So, you two are fellow comic book lovers? And so the truth comes to light.
Intensity draws intensity.
Oh.
The strongest will surely cross paths with the strongest.
Okay.
Thus it was written, and thus has it come to pass.
Uh-huh. This is my first impression of you, by the way. It's giving clock strikes 12, midnight arrives.
You approach us humbly in search of the truth.
And I, Tong Gang, will show you the light. The series you speak of is a Bible to us,
What?
the Legion of Soulblazers. And its name is the Soulblazer Saga.
Can someone call Fischl over? Honestly, I think she'd enjoy this.
But what is a Soulblazer, I hear you ask? And what kind of organization is the Legion of Soulblazers?
I wasn't asking. I think you're hearing things.
Igong, answer me this. What are the founding tenets of the Legion of Soulblazers?
Answer you I shall. Tenet the first. If you think bitter tears and strong words are enough to broker peace, you are woefully naive.
Huh?
Tenet the second. I pledge to give my life fighting the forces of eternal darkness, even if we fight in vain.
We, the Legion, swear to follow the Soulblazers even unto death. Our motto is...
Through pain and defeat, I shall never fear. I will always champion love and imagination.
Also, it may interest you to know that those two tenets are actually taken directly from the series itself. Soulblazer 6, Shadow of Teneporium.
What? What?
Why aren't you saying anything? Didn't that make you feel something? Like, light a fire in your heart?
The thing I am
Not even a little
feeling
spark?
is confusion.
Honestly? No. It was all kind of abstract. Paimon couldn't really follow.
This is a failure of immeasurable proportions.
You'd better stop lighting fires in people's hearts, or you'll burn them to a crisp.
I love xilonen, bro.
Vice Captain! Thank goodness you're back. Listen, we have a situation.
It's okay, I don't need all that. The look on the Traveler and Paimon's faces tells me everything I need to know.
The way he's like, I've dealt with this before. Relax. I'm completely lost. Can you explain?
Let me guess. Alrani and Tong Yigong said a bunch of stuff and it was all pretty baffling, right? Yeah, just think of it as them kidding around, like an inside joke you're not in on.
Listen, I know theater kids, but like, I want to know what's going on.
They probably hit you with a barrage of quotes from the Soulblazers saga, a comic book series published by the publishing house. Also, every time you hear Legion of Soulblazers, think comic book fan club.
Oh, okay. That clears everything up. Well, except, why did this fan club suddenly decide to meet in Mondstadt?
Well, beats me, but I'm sure they'll happily answer that question, with plenty of gratuitous passion and drama.
The usual scathing accuracy.
I'm pretty sure Alrani doesn't even know why they're here. But if you ask them, they'll probably say something like,
Because we are Soulblazers. The passion of youth is strong with us, and it demands that we heed the call to adventure. With every great trial comes great opportunity.
yeah, something like that. But more to the point, though, it was one of their members, Minnie, who suggested they hold their next meeting here. The Dragon Spine cross-country contest, was her idea, too. And
What?
after much consideration, they thought Minnie's suggestion was a good idea, so they went ahead with it. And that's how the Legion of Soulblazers and I ended up here.
So, any chance I can borrow one of your comic books, or can my friend come here and read them?
Absolutely. I made sure to bring a few extra copies in case we happen to run into some like-minded people. Who's your friend? Where are they based?
Here and also, in the front.
She's actually on the organizing committee. Her name's Amber. Wears a red bow. Bubbly personality. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, I know who you mean. She's super friendly. I can run over a copy to her right now.
I'll come with.
Perfect. Thanks, you two. Oh, and Traveler, you still want to say hi to Varesa? She's over at the training grounds.
Won't you come with us?
Yeah, guess my nap will have to wait then.
Girl, you're napping in the middle of
fine if you
Dragon
insist.
Spine?
Let's go.
Girl, it's not like you're not gonna freeze out here.
Varesa and Minnie are training together. They've been at it all day. But it is freezing out here. So it's time to call it.
I think she might
Hey,
die.
Varesa! We've come to watch you train.
I think the other person is slowly dying.
Wait, was that Paimon? Paimon, Traveler! I've missed you guys so much.
Paimon being held is not the weirdest thing I've seen, but it's very strange to not seeing her float independently. You and xilonen tell Varesa about the events of the day so far.
So Alrani and Igong were just quoting lines at you? Way to make a first impression.
I mean, listen, that's what I do too, so I understand.
Exactly. Their whole conversation was like a closed loop. Even Paimon couldn't find a way in.
If it were me, I would have started with maximum power.
That doesn't exactly welcome people into the conversation either. Especially not when they see you hoisting Minnie up into the air and spinning her around in circles the first time you all meet up, before anyone's even said a word.
Okay, but that's a very strong impression, though. Whether or not it's a good one is different.
Oh, crumbs. Yeah, now I think about it, that's pretty embarrassing. I mean, we all kind of knew each other, but only through writing letters and trading illustrations. That was our first time meeting in person.
Aww.
I just got overexcited when I recognized Minnie. Couldn't help myself.
Hold on. You two traveled here together, right? So, why did you say the Legion of Soulblazers and I when you were introducing everyone earlier?
Aren't you part of the team? Oh, are you trying to get initiated?
No, it's because I'm not a member of their fan club.
Oh.
Napeka is. I'm sort of standing in for her.
That's cute. How is she doing these days?
Yeah, pretty good. She's eating, getting enough sleep, and doing well in her studies. Hooked on comic books, though. And that's where Minnie comes in. They're, pen pals.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Napeka's always telling me how amazing Minnie is. She's such a great artist, knows how to make comic book props, gives the best life advice.
Oh my gosh, she's a prop maker.
Honestly, she made her sound more like a mom than a peer, so I was pretty surprised when I got her and found out that nope, Minnie's actually pretty young. Anyway, when Nepeka heard that Minnie had suggested a cross-country contest on Dragonspine, she wanted to join in. But she's in no condition for extreme sports, and, well, she knows it. So instead, she asked me to go represent her at the contest and say hi to Minnie while I'm here.
And I'd been preparing to go traveling for a while anyway, so we figured we'd team up.
I kind of wish she came along just to, like, observe.
Uh-huh, and before I knew it, I'd inexplicably ended up with the title of vice captain.
Well, yeah. You were the obvious choice. You're clearly captain material, and, you know, the best vice captains are the ones you can turn to and say, keep this up. I know you'll make captain one day.
You could also argue that the person who is clearly captain material should be made captain, but
Right.
hey, what would I know? Never mind. I refuse to get drawn into that whole discussion. Anyway, I'm mostly here to buy souvenirs for Nepeka. Oh, it's like a Soulblazer themed,
Merch!
Oh, okay, merch, I guess. Basically badges, novelty notepaper with character art, reprints of old comics, painted wooden character cutouts.
So this is a convention, but also the Olympics?
What's with that look, Varesa? Did I say something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. It's just kind of strange hearing you talk all about that merch with such a straight face. The thought of xilonen, the master craftswoman, carrying boxes of merch back home to Natlan? It's such a funny image.
I feel like xilonen would have merch, but like for, I don't know, tech material stuff. Like she would go to a tech convention and like get all the free samples from it, or like demos and like business cards and stuff, versus like going to like an anime convention or something. To be fair, there is merch at the Olympics, I think. That's true. That's very true, but this generally feels more anime-esque inspired convention that they're mushing together with, hey, there is some sort, I guess maybe like a country fair or something like that with like crafts and stuff.
That's a pretty long list too. Did Nepeka really ask for all that?
Oh, no, she'd never ask other people to buy gifts for her. It's not in her nature. But based on what I know about her, I'm sure she'll appreciate some, merch. I still prefer souvenirs personally, but...
I mean, it's technically souvenirs. Merch can be souvenirs, and souvenirs can be merch. They're semi-interchangeable, but different, reasonings and stuff.
Oh, definitely! Nepeka will be over the moon! You really understand her, xilonen. You're like her older sister.
Oh, close enough. I mean, we are technically family, although we haven't known each other long, so I can't claim to understand her that well. I'm still learning.
Push-up. I mean, Varesa, I finished my push-ups.
Girlie is dying. Also, are you good?
That makes 4 sets, right? Good job! Time for a breather.
Also, you shouldn't just stop once you finish running. You should just walk around so that your heart rate can slow down rather than stopping completely.
Minnie, I'd like to introduce you to the Traveler and Paimon. They're friends of me and xilonen. We met in Natlan.
Wait. Blonde hair, flying companion. Are you Mondstadt's honorary knight?
You know me? Also, you look like you're from Fontaine.
Wow. I can't believe I get to meet you in person. I heard about you from my older brother. He works the tavern, so he hears all the local gossip from the customers. Apparently, you go from nation to nation, making a huge name for yourself each time? Like a real-life comic book hero. So cool. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Of all the adventures you've had, which is the most memorable?
I'm getting interviewed out of nowhere? Considering the present company, you elect to recount some of your experiences from Natlan.
Incredible! Sounds like Fiatena's homeland is just as magical as in the stories.
Oh, okay, so the comic book is the Fiatena book. Okay.
Oh, you have no idea. Where I'm from, in the Collective of Plenty, we live right next to a huge volcano. And when it erupts, it sends fireballs shooting all over the place. Super dangerous, obviously, but it's the perfect place for hero training.
You know how much I've always wanted to take a trip away from Mondstadt? Just get away and see the outside world.
You totally should. Mondstadt's
Oh, yours
supposed to be
is a
the land of
Mondstadt
freedom,
fan?
right? So, what's stopping you?
It's just...
Money?
If the honorary knight's journey is anything to go by, it sounds so daunting. Surely you gotta be really tough to keep pressing on through so many dangers. I just don't know if I'm up to it.
The Traveler sets a pretty high bar for toughness, that's for sure. But you know, we each make our own journey at our own pace.
Right.
So stay strong and soldier on. Just like Fiatena. In moments of doubt, following her example will never lead us astray.
You're right. Okay, I won't give up. If nothing else, I have to make good on the deal with my parents. Train hard and get a good race time.
A deal with your parents? You didn't mention that before.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You'll be fine. I do the same thing with my coach Ian-san. Before every competition, I promise her I'll get a better result than the last time. You can never know for sure how it'll go, but sometimes having that pressure can really help with motivation. That being said, you can't forget to have fun. Don't lose sight of that. It's the whole reason you organized this Dragonspine meetup in the first place.
you're right. Still, this is a competition. Sure, I might not win, but I still want to be proud of my result.
Alrighty. Well, if you want to kick some butt in this contest, then let's get back to training.
Sure. Watch out, Varesa. This time, I'm gonna keep up with you.
Enough. You only just finished training. Varesa, I'm sure you're still raring to go, but Minnie, you have to rest if you want to recover.
Right. You look like you were gonna pass out.
But I'm fine.
Bro, did you have food?
Your stomach begs to differ. Sounds like it's time to eat.
Yep. You gotta eat hard to train hard.
Don't undereat and don't overtrain.
It's true. Diet is an essential part of any training program. I can share Coach Ian-san's special recipes with you. You'll wake up tomorrow bursting with energy. Guaranteed.
Really? What about the local food in Mondstadt, though? Any idea what would make a good post-workout meal?
I guess? Sweet Madame's, right? That has a lot of protein. Come and get it's, I think, also have a lot of protein, I'm assuming.
I'm not too sure, but you can never go wrong by listening to your stomach. I think start with a meat-nado, then move on to a grilled fish and mint sauce, a few to tacos, some stuffed and mashed potatoes, wash it down with a grain fruit meat soup, then finish it off with an apple roly-poly for dessert.
Honestly, I really want tacos right now. That sounds so good.
What? All that for one person?
Yup. Open your mind and stomach, relish the delicious flavors, and before you know it, you'll demolish everything.
Man, I want tacos so bad right now.
Oh, we're almost back at the camp. After what xilonen was saying earlier, let me give this to you before I forget. Here, the Soulblazers Saga Volume 2. I figured other people might want to read it, so I made sure to bring some extra copies.
I need volume 1!
Unfortunately, it looks like I somehow forgot to pack Volume 1 in my luggage.
Damn.
Shame. It's always best to start from the beginning when you're trying to get your friends into a new comic series. Anyway, take a look in your free time, see what you think. I really hope you like it. It would be so cool to have an awesome person like you in the fan base.
Thanks. I'll take a look when I get the chance.
All right. We're gonna meet back up with the others. Come hang out with us again soon, okay?
Why'd the music fade out like that? Why'd it get so quiet?
Whatever happened to the best defense is a good offense? Wanjiru, what are we waiting for?
Patience, Fiatena. Timing is everything. Our victory depends on it.
They're both so pretty.
There he is!
There's Malvika.
Wanjiru is right. This is your first lesson, Fiatena. How to decide when the moment is right. The leader of this horde of monsters has now shown himself. Defeating him is the key to turning the tide.
Also, side note, when are we ever gonna get this one as a skin? Like, this one or the one that she had in the animation? Please.
Now the real battle can begin. Fiatena, are you ready? This is what we've been waiting for. Come on!
Wanjiru tells me this is Fiatena's first battle.
If she gets scared, she can hide behind us.
You guys are underestimating her.
Wanjiru low-key sounds like Sarah in that one line.
Quit joking around, guys. Yes, this is my first battle, but I'll make it one to remember. The Pyro Archon will face down the leader while we mop up the minions. That's the plan, right? There's no backing out now. Let's do this!
Aw! Why did it have to end there? Fiatena and her buddies fought an amazing battle! Paimon really wants to see what happens next! Let's go meet up with Varesa and her team when we get the chance. We can ask them what happens in the next volume!
I want volume 1, though. I feel like that's important. Unless they're gonna explain it later. Oh. That's really cute. Aww. Oh. Yanfei! I'm so normal about Yanfei. Oh my god, Clee's here. Oh my god, Yomi is here. Ah! The Soulblazers Saga Volume 2. The Soulblazers Saga, a historical fantasy comic series based on Natlan's local legends, is now available in Collector's Edition. Heroes assemble, their brilliance shining brightest when destinies collide, forging a path for future generations with their lives through the crucible of fierce battles. Huh? A gift from the Yai Public? Don't make me go back there.
Hello there, little one. What a lovely surprise. Where have your travels taken you recently?
To many places. Why am I being summoned here? You tell Yamiko about Minnie, the Legion of Soulblazers, and Dragon Spy's cross-country challenge.
They all sound quite adorable. It must have been quite an adventure for them, coming from far and wide, crossing national boundaries to meet with kindred spirits. Ah, it's a tale filled with the romance of youth. The Soulblazer saga seems to have quite a strong following. Maybe it's time to run another round of reprints. With such a dedicated fan base, it's only right to throw a token of gratitude their way. How about some free comic books, There's quite a large group of you.
Free?
I need to make sure there's enough to go around.
Thanks, I'll be sure to share them with the group.
These are first edition prints.
Ooh.
You won't find them for sale anywhere. Take good care of them now.
Wow, for once, Yamiko not thinking about the profit first.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out.
Okay, so we get the book. Return to the camp and place the gift. Oh my god, look, they're all here. Ah! Sayu! Sayu's right there! She's right there! I'm gonna perish. I'm gonna cry. 12 out of 10 of them. Right! Right! Oh my god, they have Yanfei and they have Sayu. I'm gonna cry.
Miko gave us a pretty generous stash of comics. Since the plan is to share them with the group, why don't we display them somewhere that everyone can see? Let's put them near the book stand at the Legion of Soulblazers camp. That way, it'll be easy for people to browse.
You borrow a bookcase and arrange the comics for Miko on the shelves.
Nice! It's looking good. Now, people can come and pick some out when they're free.
Can I have a book? Can I please have a book? Fine then, I'm just gonna go talk to Sayu. Sayu at least appreciates me. Look at them. Oh, my baby! She's here! I'm so excited! They're not boys! I'm dead. I'm perishing. I'm slowly...
Mr. Honorary Knight! Over here! Klee just made some new friends! Wanna come play with us? They taught us a new game called Snow Trace. The rules aren't hard, it's just a very special kind of hide and seek. Ah, Klee! Yao and Sayu? So you've all become friends? From the name alone, this game sounds like an upgraded version of Wind Trace, huh? Paimon can't wait to play with you!
Hide and seek? Awesome. I'd love to meet Klee's new friends too.
Even though it isn't that cold at the camp, I'm still feeling a little sleepy. Huh? Are my eyes playing tricks on me? Or do I see Traveler and Paimon?
Your eyes are working perfectly fine. That's Traveler and Paimon, alright? Hey there, Yao. Hi there, Sayu.
Good idea! Once we get moving and start having fun, we won't doze off so easily.
And didn't that awfully serious Miss Sumir say that spending more time in the snowy mountains would be good for your skills, Sayu?
I can't believe you guys remembered that! Alright, but if I lose to my peers or even that super Ninken, slacking off is gonna get a lot more difficult in the future. Looks like I'm really gonna have to pull up my socks on this trip.
And don't you worry, I came up with a new goulash recipe using Jueyun chili and ground pepper, and I just made some. Take a few bites of it before you start. I promise you won't feel cold at all during the game.
That sounds great! Hang on, I'll have a bowl first. Paimon wants some too! Alright then, let's get our game of hide and seek started here in this snowy mountain! The whole mountain's covered in snow! It's the perfect hiding spot for Paimon!
Shall we play Snow Trace together? Did you come all the way to watch the competition, Yao?
Not exactly. Well, it was kind of a coincidence.
Xiangling will be hosting a golden-haired lady wearing a big chef's hat who's visiting from afar, so she's busy preparing fresh and interesting ingredients. So that's Escoffier. Why is Escoffier here now is a new question.
While chatting with Yanfei, she suddenly realized she never tried mixing Lia and Mondstadt cuisines before, so she decided to come to Mondstadt to look for new recipes. But recently, Wanmin Restaurant has been super busy, so she couldn't come herself. That's why I'm tagging along with Yanfei to go in her place. Master said that I should think of it as a little adventure for me, and that with Yanfei taking care of me, she doesn't have to worry at all.
How's your journey going?
It was amazing! Besides picking up local recipes from the restaurants, I also visited a huge Knights of Favonius library and borrowed some more advanced books on Mondstadt's cooking theory. When we get back, I'll remind Xiangling to study them carefully. I'm sure she'll come up with amazing new dishes, the kind that'll make your jaw drop. But you know, it's not just about the recipes and books. What's most precious is something you can't really put a value on. Master always says, traveling the world and making lots of friends is one of life's greatest joys. This time I got to meet Klee and Sayu, and it made me so happy. Klee's bombs are so powerful. They're perfect when my spear isn't enough to handle lots of bad guys at once. And they're great for practicing dodging too, so you can really build up your basic skills. Of course, for regular fighters they can be a bit dangerous, but Klee understands that, and she always makes sure no one's nearby before using her bombs. She's really thoughtful. And Sayu's camouflage skills are so cool. I've never seen techniques like for hiding yourself before. In Leah's legends, martial artists who master these skills and move unseen often become silent heroes, striking against wrongdoers without a trace. Next time I visit, I'd like to bring Chi-Chi along. I have a feeling the four of us would get along really well.
I need that to happen. Lanternite? Bring Sayu to Lanternite, please? Do you like Mondstadt food?
Absolutely! What kind of surprised me is that some of the flavors actually feel quite familiar, like the northern smoked chicken. It has a comforting similarity to the Leah cuisine. Oh, and I found something interesting in one of the books I borrowed for Xiangling. It mentioned that Mondstadt used to have a tradition of making specially pickled soured vegetables.
Just from the description and the way it's made, it's similar to a Leah specialty Master once told me about. She said the miners at Blackcliff Forge really love it. What an interesting coincidence. When I go back, I'll bring some Mondstadt dishes that keep well. Next time we go on a pick of Chi-Chi, she can try them too. And of course, I'll prepare a special portion just for you. I've heard so many legendary stories about you here in Mondstadt. You probably know the traditional dishes inside and out by now. So I'll put my thinking cap and try combining Chinch's stir-fry with Mondstadt ingredients, just to give you a little surprise. Okay, so there's Yormia, and there's Mika, and then there's Yormia. Where did Sayu go, though? Oh, where's my precious baby? Where'd you go? Self-confident Sumeru contestant. Jet? I don't know if this is Jet. This climate's so much better in the desert, and the food here is not bad either. Okay, so you're gonna become important later because you have a title. Leah contestant training in martial arts. A deeply suspicious Leah contestant. She looks like, Katara, I think, is the name. From Avatar: The Last Airbender. We're here for a cross-country relay race. We should be out on the course checking things out. What good will it do us to sit here meditating? Don't panic. Great trials must be faced with calm spirit. Meditation is training for the mind. Okay, sure. I'll believe you. Leisurely Springvale contestant. It's not about winning. It's about taking part. Sure, you're also gonna be important. Inazuma? Nope. Oh, exasperated Inazuma contestant. Confused Inazuma contestant. It's so easy to get lost on this mountain. I almost missed the turning for the camp. You can't blame that on the mountain. Yes, it's not the easiest terrain to navigate. But you have no sense of direction. Heck, you can barely find the toilet in your own home. That's crazy. Miss Bold Bang! Your lower back's still hurting? I'm good now. That hot compress worked like a charm. To make a hot compress like this, you have to heat the wet bandage with slow-burning gunpowder for just the right amount of time, or you might end up setting it on fire. Only Mia would come up with a way to warm up bandages like that. Hold on a second. Look who's here. Our hero both in name and deed, and his little white companion. Is this the part where a woven scroll comic scene unfolds right in front of me? Hey, are you helping patch her up? Have you just been through a battle? Oh, please don't worry about me. I was just wandering around in the wild looking for some new tough opponents to practice against. Miss Uyemiya here was really a great help to me when I accidentally hurt my back and tumbled down the hill like a snowball. Ah! That sounds painful. Ha! To quote the Soulblazers saga, I'm merely a warrior who happened to pass by. And now we can make that a free mercenary. The knights have granted me permission to take action and deal with the monsters as I see fit. Sounds like there are still monsters lurking then. We'll have to act with caution since there's civilians in the area too. These don't look so good. Should we contact the knights and ask for reinforcements? True. We can't afford to be careless, but the situation isn't that urgent yet. The knights have already cleared out the monsters around the International Cross-Country Challenge venue, and there's only a few stragglers wandering around at this point. And honestly, there are quite a few adventurers competing in the challenge who hold their own leeway. They have the strength, skills, and courage. If we treat them like we do regular folk, they might end up feeling insulted instead. So, in line with usual practice at the Adventurers Guild, we're treating this as a trial, and we formed a team on the spot to deal with those monsters. And that's exactly what the Trial of Valor is about. Clearing monsters, emulating various heroes' combat styles, and transcending your own limits. Now that's the kind of thinking you'd expect for the Collective of Plenty. Then I'll definitely want to be a part of this. I'm not missing out either, that's for sure. Awesome! It's been a while since I last saw you in action, Traveler. I'm really excited to see your skills now. I wonder what kind of fireworks I can compare your dazzling moves to. How are you feeling today, Boss Traveler? Want to show us how it's done? What kind of work do you do, my friend? You only get one instead of two? Me? Working for you. Don't be too surprised. I mostly help out at Varesa's shop, hauling goods when we're out of business, and I keep an eye out on the warehouse when we're back. But Varesa did say if the great hero ever needs it, the whole fruit stand and orchard are yours to call on. So, in a way, I'm part of your support team too. Back when I went to Fontaine on business, I really did send you my resume. Don't know if you remember that. If you still remember, that alone would be an honor. Oh! The Navia event! I do remember that. And if you don't, then next time you visit the Collective of Plenty, I'll treat you to a glass of Sky Split Gem Bloom grapefruit juice. Maybe then you'll remember me. That's crazy they brought that back, though. Wow, young knight. Looks like you've brought our great hero over. It's our honorary knight and the helper in white. Greetings.
Mika and a friend from Natlan? What are you guys doing here?
We're here to get the word out about something called Sorry Scout. We think it's something adventurers would find really useful. It combines the mechanical cores of the scouting buddy that Amber brought back from Sumeru with the adorable appearance of the little Saurian toy my friends from Natlan gave me.
Scouting buddy? Oh, yeah, Paimon remembers.
Just like the scouting buddies from Sumeru, the Sorry Scout can be used to perform monster recon and surveys unfamiliar terrain. Due to our focus being on the latter, the Sorry Scout is designed with a greater emphasis on controllability and precision of movement. Are you interested in taking it on a test flight, honorary knight? That was a serious introduction. No need to be so formal. Huh? Perhaps I was a little bit nervous just now. That must be it. I swear I was more relaxed around you before. It's just that I've been hearing so many stories about you from friends in other nations lately. Your deeds are getting more and more exceptional. Every time I think about how I need to be helpful and not get in your way, I can't help but tense up again.
That's such a Mika thing to say.
You're doing very well, young knight. Sometimes in Natlan, when a warrior from our tribe runs into Traveler, they get so excited they start blabbering. I've even seen folks get so overwhelmed they can't get a single word out. As someone who works alongside Traveler, you're basically a legend yourself. There's no need for you to be so nervous, even when talking to our chief.
That's right. You should have more faith in yourself, Mika.
But I never really thought about it from that point of view before. Anyway, if you test out the Sorry Scout, if you find it makes the grade, then we'll know for sure that it's a reliable, adorable mechanism that can be a big help to all sorts of adventurers. I'm a bit of a testing expert. Let's see what the Sorry can do. Fantastic! Let me just make a few final tweaks and you're good to go. Are you here for the contest too? You're giving me too much credit. I'm not strong enough to compete. I just stopped by to pick up some materials and do some recruiting, that's all. Ever since you and the Pyro Archon, not to mention all those brave warriors quelled the Great Crisis, the people of Natlan have been able to travel. Our Graffiti Alliance has been expanding and recruiting talented artists from all over the world. Graffiti is a form of expression. When it comes to specific styles, there are plenty of examples of people borrowing techniques from comic books. In fact, I've taken a few commissions drawing comics myself. Translating a highly dynamic scene from paper to wall is quite an achievement. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the people of Mondstadt adapt their distinctive art style into graffiti and display it on the walls and mountains. Of course, the most important thing is that everyone only creates graffiti in areas permitted by the administrators. They should never intentionally damage the local scenery. We're ready now. Oh, great hero. Do you wish to take the Sorry Scout on a test flight? How'd you end up working with Mika? I'm so lucky to have met such a professional knight. As a Graffiti Alliance Guru-in-Chief, I registered with the Adventurers Guild early on to make it easier to conduct surveys abroad. That way, when I'm scouting for suitable graffiti locations, I won't be arrested for looking suspicious. But the biting cold on Dragonspine and its monstrous residents didn't seem impressed by my membership. They nearly turned me into a permanent icy exhibit. Thankfully, Mika found me and led me to safety. Otherwise, I might have been done for. Afterwards, it got me thinking. There must be plenty of adventurers who've been stuck in similar situations. Even Mika agreed that surveying the terrain can sometimes be too dangerous. So we tossed some ideas back and forth until we came up with the Sorry Scout. Hopefully, once we collected enough data, the Sorry Scout can go into mass production, helping more adventurers and future Graffiti Alliance members. Oh my god, Amber and Yawnfei! Ah! That's what I'm saying! We figured it out! Eula detests rigid, stuffy people the most. You know, the kind with narrow-mindedness written all over their faces. They always get stuck obsessing over the tiniest details, and all they do is trip people up on every little step. Maybe they even wear a monocle that can't go anywhere without a book in their hands. But when you take a closer look, you realize they haven't really read it, though, and are just using it as a prop. What they're really trying to do is put a so-called intellectual aura and get a leg up on you before the conversation even starts. That was spot on! I can picture it already!
Yanfei and Amber? Now that's a duo Paimon's never seen before.
Well, if you've seen some of my randomized teams, they've ended up together a few times before. Hey, what are you two chatting about? Is there someone Eula detests? Oh hey, Honorary Knight and Paimon, you're here! Yanfei and I were just discussing if we should have a few big bag snowmen as Easter eggs in our game.
Oh! Like targets that look like monsters?
We were thinking that, apart from the more typical monsters, we could also include some less traditional characters. Looks like Yanfei and I shared too many similar ideas about the casting. Yanfei, didn't expect to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
It's kind of amazing! See you side by side, Paimon can tell right away you're really quick!
Yeah, I'm surprised to run into Traveler and Paimon in Mondstadt too. You know, this isn't actually my first time in Mondstadt. I've dealt with several civil lawsuits here before. This time, Yao and I just finished up our work and I happened to hear about the opening of the Dragonstein International Cross Country Challenge, so I thought I'd check it out. As it turns out, after I reached the venue, I ran into Amber while asking for directions. We hit it off immediately. So I decided to come try out the game Amber's managing and chip in with some suggestions. Ha! Any friend of Eula is my friend too. And fun games are meant to be enjoyed together with other people. Want to give this a try, Honorary Knight and Paimon? This minigame is called Jade Pitching. It's designed to help our guests from far and wide to unwind and ease their stress.
Yeah, let's practice our snowball fight skills. It might come in handy in the future. If we ever find ourselves bored with little to do, we can play to see what's better. The loser has to cook.
In that case, I can't miss out. Snowballs? Fireballs? You know, all elemental projectiles have something in common. For someone as skilled in combat as you are, this should be a piece of cake. Civil lawsuit? Was it Clee blowing things up? Maybe. Who knows? Ready to pack some snowballs and hurl them at the target? Are you having a good time in Mondstadt? Of course! Every time I come, there's always something new. Like this time, I finally got to meet Amber. I heard a lot about her from Eula before. I'd love to make a new friend. And the moment we met, I knew we'd get along really well. Amber spent the day with me taking photos, visiting places and landmarks, and even trying out the special gliding route in Bright Crown Canyon. Yesterday, we camped out in the Stormbearer Mountains and caught some tender fresh fish, and the tofu soup we made was absolutely delicious. I have to thank Amber for that. After I told Eula in a letter about coming to Mondstadt, Amber also heard about the news. She ordered some tofu that's hard to come by in Mondstadt from a merchant in advance, so we went camping. The ingredients were as good as what you'd get at a restaurant. I want to try that soup. That's easy. Next time, pick a day when Eula's not working overtime and the four of us can go camping together. It'll be so much fun. Oh my god, the girlies and the single gay. How's your work been? Everything's going great. I just wrapped up a mediation between merchants over tea resale profits. A classic case. Didn't get too much effort. Work finished up faster than I expected, so I even had time to visit the library with Yao and pick out some new books. The Knights of Favonius Library has a completely different vibe from one in Ministry of Civil Affairs or any of the bookstores back in Leah. I found this full set of The Evolution of Laws in Northern Continents from my reading list, and with Amber's help, got all the paperwork done. I've got it checked out for a whole year. Yao found the book she was looking for as well. While chatting with the elegant librarian, she even made a new friend. What a fruitful day. They're probably trying out that brand new hide-and-seek game right now. I read the rules and I found it very interesting. You should check it out.
Dragonspine can be a cold and miserable place. If you're gonna invite spectators to come and watch an event here, you gotta make it worth their while. Hopefully, these stalls will keep people entertained and make the atmosphere in the camp more relaxed. I'm also taking the chance to hand out some little trinkets for the teams to decorate their tents with. Here you go. These are for the Soulblazers. Best of luck in the competition, and don't forget to have fun.
Thanks, Amber. Hey there, Honorary Knight. This cross-country race turned out pretty successful, right? Besides Jade Pitching, there are a few other fun events too. You may run into plenty of familiar faces. You seem pretty busy lately. Huh? Busy? Me? I wouldn't say that. Unless my schedule's packed with patrols and battles, it doesn't really count as busy. That's counting as busy, girly. You're doing something. When we met in Sumeru, I was off duty and on vacation. I was just having fun helping Kale with a few things. Nothing tiring at all. And it's the same time just lending a hand with some small tasks here and there around the camp. No pressure whatsoever. Plus, the Knights of Favonius have also been reorganizing. Master Jean planning to assign me a few helpers so my schedule won't be as packed as before. One of them's already a talented trainee named Gretel. She'll be learning outrider skills from me and hopefully start handling some of the easier tasks soon. This feels like they're gonna drop another character soon named Gretel, but I don't know. Amber's getting an apprentice? The outriders are gonna expand their ranks. Nothing like that. I'm just sharing a few basic skills, nothing special. I'll still be the nice one and only independent outrider. Master Gina mentioned that the Knights have learned a lot over the years, and we don't plan on forming a separate recon squad. Instead, each squad's going to develop its own recon team based on their specific duties and strengths. The way I'm training Gretel will be used as an example in teaching material to inspire further training across all squads. So we're setting the standard? Oh my gosh, she's a teacher. She's creating the rules. Pretty much. To do that, I'll have to write a ton of reports and summaries. That's when things really start getting busy. Paperwork like that always gives me a headache. It's not my strong suit at all. At times like this, I should ask Eula for advice. She always balances her missions and captain's desk duties perfectly. The only downside is, every now and again, she gets so busy and practically vanishes. I'll pass on that. Oops, cannot definitely relate to that. Congrats on making a new friend, Amber. You mean Yanfei? Then I should be congratulating myself too. When Eula first told me about the legal expert, I was a little worried she'd be too strict. But once we met, I realized I was worrying for nothing. Though we like different foods, prefer different kinds of books, and have such different stories and experiences in the past, but it's incredible that many of the things we enjoy fall into the areas that other isn't familiar with. It has always been curious about. That's why, whenever we're hanging out, there's a natural sense of familiarity. When we went camping, we just kept chatting under the stars until way past midnight. What'd you talk about? All sorts of things. One topic was about the limits of action. It gave me a lot to think about. Like, if you found a suspicious lead but need to enter a citizen's yard to investigate, how do you carry out the task in a way that keeps Mondstadt safe without infringing upon people's rights? Leah has well-developed regulations for situations like this. We Knights could learn so much from them. Maybe we'll invite Yanfei to come by as a consultant more often in the future. More Yanfei content, I'm hearing. I'm gonna go look around a bit more. Sure, have fun!
Honorary Knight! We're so lucky to have you come and test out the entertainment stalls. It really puts my mind at ease. This is actually my first time taking part in a development project, so I'm a little nervous. It's kind of frying my brain.
Oh, listen, project management is a whole other thing, especially for events.
All I had to do was put a casing on an existing device. Oh, but there were so many design considerations, so many parameters to adjust. I don't envy Captain Albedo, having to create purpose-built devices from scratch. Oh, it must be such a difficult task.
I think it's functioning really well. Don't be so hard on yourself. You can only get better.
Wow, thank you. Thanks, Honorary Knight. That means a lot coming from you. I'll keep doing my best. Hopefully I'll get to the point where I can build some useful stuff for the reconnaissance company.
Oh, he's gonna be like a topographer and also someone that builds stuff. That's kind of cute.
Oh, I won a few toys in one of the games. I'd like you to have this one.
Yes, please. Oh my god, you're so precious. Look at him. I would die for him.
I have another one the same.
Oh, he's so
Now,
big.
Whenever I look at it, I'll think of all the encouragement you gave me.
Stop, it's such a big plushie. I love it. It's life-sized. Oh my god, I would die for you. I would die for you. I would perish. I would submit all mortal possessions to you. You're so cute. Sir, once you finish testing the Sorry Scout, if you could have feedback, please don't hesitate to let me know, even if you think it's terrible. Isn't it a little strange to address me as such a sir? Strange? What do you mean? When it comes to being a knight, you should have more experience than me. Who cares about experience? We're friends, aren't we? You're right. I never called you that before, and might have made you uncomfortable. I won't do that again. It's just, During the International Cross Country Challenge, I met several friends from Natlin and heard of your legendary deeds from a completely new perspective. You triumphed in the face of catastrophe and emerged as a great hero of Natlin. You worked side by side with people whose prowess is on a level I never thought possible. Both your adventures and the way you treated people are so impressive. I admire everything you accomplished. Your achievements shine as bright as the stars. That's a suspicious wording, but sure. Compared to that, I feel like I haven't made much progress at all lately. It feels like before, I was striving just to catch up with you, but now your progress is so fast you're almost out of sight. So, it just felt natural to start calling you sir. Don't be so hard on yourself, you'll get stronger too. We should train together sometime. Skirk, beat my ass. Now I can actually help you train. Oh, thanks. I'll definitely keep honing my skills. Gotta keep pushing myself. But just burying my head in training and relying solely on diligence doesn't seem like the right approach either. I need to change my mindset. I'm gonna try to find more opportunities to experience new things, to break away from fixed ways of thinking. And this collaborative effort is to improve the Sorry Scout is a great place to start. Won't these survey devices put you out of a job? In the battle between mechanisms of people, I've actually pondered this issue before. When I was in Nodcry, I read 3 books written by engineers from Fontaine and Leah. They gave me quite a few insights. Mechanisms with unlimited energy that can be controlled from a distance could indeed replace surveyors like me, and maybe even other knights with different roles. One of our fellow knights, after studying Fontaine's garden mechs, once told me, "There will come a day when wars are fought by unmanned machines without the need for knights or soldiers." I feel that's a 1984 quote. Or it feels like a dystopian quote that they're pulling this from. I don't remember, but I have heard this quote before. But that would require perfect operating conditions. Even if you only consider power supply and operational strategies, there are clear issues that mechanisms alone are unable to solve. Most mechanisms can't simply deploy from a base, reach a target location, and then begin their mission. If they did, who knows how much of their stored energy would be depleted before the mission even began. That's a good point. There are too many uncertainties along the way. It's not safe to let mechanisms act independently. Stares into the void for no other reason other than, That's true. Generally, the operator needs to transport the mechanism to a suitable location before putting it to work. The whole mission is then to keep under human supervision in case unexpected circumstances arise. In order to produce a mechanism that can work without supervision, a lot more research and development is required. So I'm inclined to think that when it comes to military and adventure applications, mechanisms remain a tool for multiplying human capabilities, rather than a replacement. I'd also like to train myself to operate multiple mechanisms by myself to synchronize the survey of larger areas. We can talk about that later. Have you been busy lately? Thank you for your concern. As you can see, I'm not too busy right now. After helping Vice Cap Lohan's old company adjust to their new duties, I came to help with the cross-country challenge. As for the makeup of the next expedition team, personnel assignment should be scheduled for 2 weeks' time. Is Varka gonna ask you back? Lohan, Vice Captain? Right. Lohan is the Vice Captain of the 5th Company. He was a long-time member of the expedition team, playing a vital role in the mobile contingent. Recently, the team's mission has changed, and some members of the company are preparing to return to Mondstadt. The 5th Company is a rather special unit. When first formed, they've been primarily used bows, but as technology has advanced, they've begun equipping themselves with other forms of ranged weaponry. I'm trying to think of shotguns? I don't know. We don't have... Well, I would say we don't have guns in the game, but Chaska exists. Normally, they train together as a single unit, but when deployed on missions, they regularly split into smaller squads and attach to other companies to bolster their firepower. They split up for combat? Why not concentrate their firepower? Because they can get blasted away in 1 second if they're all together? The Grandmaster said this would make our firepower more flexible. By splitting them up, it ensures no single company finds itself outmatched by long-range opponents. As a result, the members of the 5th Company are always on standby, ready to deploy to the thick of action. It means their missions are usually quite challenging. And even within the 5th Company, Vice Captain Lohan really stands out. He loves going wherever the fighting is thickest and often complains that there aren't enough monsters. I really admire his fighting spirit. Oh, he just sounds like child. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He sounds like quite a character. How does he treat you? How do you two get along?
He treats me very well.
And every time I finish a survey, he insists on verifying the results with me and organizing the intelligence right away. If there's any gaps in the survey data, the vice captain takes it upon himself to perform ardent recon to get me the most precise confirmation possible. As for his practical jokes, once you get used to them, they're not so bad. Oh, not so bad, Mika. He has a knack for influencing his closest companions. They all tend to favor his preferred tactic of overwhelming assaults, sometimes even neglecting their own safety. So when it comes to personnel management, beyond just finding the right role that allows them to flourish, they also need to be paired with teammates who can temper their more reckless nature. In this way, they won't get carried away and use overwhelming force on run-of-the-mill routine missions. Once you met Vice Captain Lohan, you'll understand him a lot better. For some reason, I feel like the two of you are going to be hit it off and end up becoming a perfect match. That sounds like the future, all right. I need to give it some thought. I'll look forward to it. Oh, my precious, what are you doing up here? My child, what are you doing?
Traveler, you're so full of energy. Don't you ever need a rest?
You enjoy your trip to Dragonspine, Caillou?
If you don't count Sumire's training sessions, the work part was actually pretty relaxed. I forgot to tell you, Sumire is the new inspector. She was leading the Shumatsuban mission to Dragonspine, and honestly, she keeps a closer eye on me than any Shrine Maiden ever has. Earlier, they sent some people to participate in some kind of war game simulation. To gain experience, I guess. Then that representative named Kuromaru returned with a bunch of reports. He's got support from some of the higher-ups and started contacting Hatamoto everywhere to roll out new training methods. Even the Shimatsubans got swept up in it. I don't really get all the details. The Yuhu art isn't even suited for head-on combat. Why do they have to push me so hard? It's pointless. Most I can do is teach their new Ninken, that little Gaumaru, how to hide better and nap everywhere anytime.
So they made you do extra training?
I've got to thank Klee and Xiao Yao for this. When we first got to Mondstadt, while handling paperwork at the Knights of Favonius, Klee got curious about the tail on my outfit and asked me a bunch of questions. Then she invited me to this camp, where we found Yao Yao. After a couple rounds of hide-and-seek, we became friends. And Klee even has her own title, Spark Knight. Sounds pretty impressive, doesn't it? The intel says that anyone in the Knights of Favonius with a special title is basically captain level. Even their master is just called the Lion Fang Knight. So, I guess they're on kind of the same level?
Oh, don't let Jean hear that.
That means Klee's probably just as strong as their master. And her words count just as much.
Wait, is that really how it works?
Anyway, that's how Sumire sees it. She totally respects Klee. The moment Klee said she wanted to play with me, Sumire didn't even dare pull me away for training anymore. And now with Klee and Yao Yao, I feel really at ease, and I can take a nap whenever the fuck I want. People always mistake me for being their age, but that's fine. I get more snacks and gifts, and that's a different kind of happiness.
Yo, me too, bro. I love that.
If only the boat ride here wasn't so long, I could get enough sleep every day. Maybe I visit Klee more often.
I love Sayu, she's so cute. Is there anything else in Mondstadt that interests you?
It's the bass inside her lake.
Is it because of Klee's taste?
Klee showed me a photo of her mom. She's super tall. And usually kids don't grow shorter than their parents, so that means Klee's gonna be tall too. Klee says she loves the freshly blasted bass from Cider Lake, and her mom likes it too. So that must mean the bass there is super good for you. And it probably helps you grow taller.
That's easy. I can catch you a couple myself. I happen to know a little bit about the Klee-style fish blasting method.
Really? You don't have to go through all the trouble. Now that I think about it, buying freshly caught fish and grilling them in the local way should be just as good, right? After all, even bass that's been blasted out of the lake still needs to be cooked properly before you can eat it. I'll try it myself first. And then I'll blow up the entire lake, and then oopsie.
You're right. I should get some rest too.
You may not need to grow taller anymore, but getting more sleep is never a bad idea.
I love you, Sayu. You're so precious. I miss you. I need to go back to Inazuma.
Oh? Wait, isn't Sumide the person that Sayu was talking about? So, are you ready to challenge the Frost-Armed Larchurl? Oh my god, Kaorumaru is so cute. Oh, you're the... I forgot the name of the dog. It was like also in 2.0, the fighting dog. Woof. Then focus on your training. You'll be able to do it one day. Soon, at the martial arts tournament, you'll have your first chance to show what you've got. As the newest generation of the Shumatsuban's Ninken, I believe you'll go further than any of your predecessors. Of course, it's not all about combat. Your tracking skills need work too. Your next goal is to find Master Sayu while she's hiding and napping in less than 5 times the time Miss Kano Nana took. Think you can handle that? Woo! Listen, you ain't gonna find her, alright? She will take a nap, and you cannot stop her!
Traveler! What a surprise running into you in Mondstadt! I've never been anywhere with a climate like this before. It's so cold, but wow, what an experience! I've had my first snowball fight, built my first snowman. Oh, and the comics are a nice surprise.
Are you in the comics?
The Soulblazers saga is super popular in Inazuma, but I totally wasn't expecting to find so many people that read it. I had a great chat with some Natlanese fans earlier. Oh, it really got me inspired. So, I ended up making a character stand.
Oh my god, as you should.
Oh, sorry, let me backtrack a little. Have you ever heard of the Soulblazer saga?
You tell me about the Legion of Soulblazers.
No way! Your friends are into it too? What a funny coincidence.
I feel like you and Mia would join a fan club like that, though.
In that case, let me give you this character stand of Fiatena.
Girl!
Oh, she'll be right at home in the Legion of Soulblazers.
I love that we're just collecting stuff for them. Oh, you have extra dialogue? Just seeing you makes me twice as happy. This trip to Mondstadt was totally worth it. I can't do her voice, I'm sorry. You want to grab a jacket? Are you freezing? Oh, it's fine, really. It's cold, sure, but it just feels kind of new and interesting. Not like I need to bundle up or anything. Girl, you're gonna catch a cold so fast. If I'm being serious, I was out there using fireworks to fight monsters not long ago. So yeah, I'm still all warmed up. Besides, there's a campfire nearby. If I ever do start feeling cold, I can just warm up there. Really, you don't have to worry about me. If I put it more in a fun way, being surrounded by so many comic fans has the whole place buzzing. It's got my own excitement fired up too. I mean, you're not bundled up in a big coat either. Have a little faith in your companion. I'm tougher than I look. Hey, listen, I want a traveler skin, okay? If they convince you to get a little wintry coat type of situation, maybe I can get one. So Yumiya, you're here for the competition this time? I just stopped by to watch the competition. My trip to Mondstadt actually has a real purpose this time. For the past 6 months, I've been looking for new materials for my fireworks. I want to make the explosions feel more alive. Kill someone, maybe. I've tried pretty much every common material you can find in Inazuma by now, and some of them actually turned out really well. Like those floaty sakura blooms or the peel from the lavender melons everyone's got at home. First, I soak 2 materials in dye for some time. After they air dry, I give them a thin coating of gunpowder that's been mixed with a shaping binder and then make them into little firework charges. That's crazy. Is that actually how you make fireworks? Next, I cart each tiny firework charge, balance their weight precisely, and nestle them into a tube of custom formation. When the firework goes off, those little charges are blasted outwards and follow the paths I planned, painting the sky with finer, more detailed patterns, sometimes even a whole picture. That sounds like it takes some serious calculating. And we're drifting into engineering territory. I am not smart enough to do this. It's not that complicated. You just need to keep trying. Don't worry about failing and go with what feels right in your hands. That's how you make fireworks you want, and that is how you explode fireworks in your own 2 hands. So following that logic, I want the fireworks picture to stay in the sky a little longer. I need to find a lighter material to carry the powder. What kind of material could catch the night breeze and keep you drifting in the sky like that? My first thought was dandelions, a plant unique to the land of wind, Mondstadt. Bingo! We were thinking the exact same thing. Perfect timing. There's a cross-country race going on, and the boat tickets are cheaper too. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen when there's an event here. With all the excitement around, I figured I'd drop by. Part fun, part business. When I got to Mondstadt, I went right out and gathered a bunch of fresh dandelions, keeping them all safe and sound. And just like that, mission accomplished. But fresh dandelions turned out to be even lighter and more fragile than I remembered. Working with them takes a really delicate touch. Guess that's part of the challenge. Once I manage to make fireworks that burn longer and shine even brighter, you'll be the first one I show them to. I love Yoimiya. She's so cute. What do you think of Mondstadt so far? Let me think. I've been going slow on this trip. Feels like I could fall asleep anywhere in Mondstadt. Oh, that's definitely a good thing. You know, when someone's got a lot in their mind, it's hard to sleep. And when everyone around is rushing about, it's even harder to try and relax. There's this calm, easygoing feeling in Mondstadt, like the whole place is on vacation all the time. No wonder everyone's so bright and full of energy. Klee told me that the Windbloom Festival is the biggest celebration in Mondstadt, but honestly, with how relaxed things are here, I think a few more festivals wouldn't hurt. And if that ever happens, I'll bring some of our special fireworks from home to brighten up the celebrations. Have you made any new friends? Yeah, I have. This is my first time hanging out with people my age from Natlan. There's Varesa. She's Miss Bold Bang Boulder's boss. I heard she's an incredible wrestler. We grabbed a meal together and I found out Varesa is really easy to talk to. She's got this soft, gentle way of speaking. It's almost impossible to picture her in a wrestling match. But she's actually here to meet her pen pal this time, so she's been really busy. We didn't chat for long, but we just got to know each other a little. We both love comics, so I'm sure we'll see each other again if Inazuma ever holds another event like that. Let's chat again later. Sure, go take care of whatever you need to do. Everyone in Mondstadt, Natlan, and Inazuma's counting on you. I miss you, girlie. You're so cute. Oh my god, is that a dodo call? The snowman?
Mr. Honorary Knight, you're here too. Amber told me that there's gonna be a race here and loads of other cool activities. I'm having the best time. The nice people running the stalls gave me loads and loads of gifts to take home with me. Here, have this snowman. I won it from one of the games.
Girl, how am I gonna take a snowman home?
If you ever have some free time, we should go
I guess
play it
Teapot
together.
has magic properties or something. I love the little... Can I just take the Dodoko, please? Oh, you also have separate lines.
I'm so happy right now. Are you happy too, Mr. Honorary Knight?
It's always fun when we're with you, Klee.
Minnie! Let's keep playing hide and seek. The first time I saw this game, people were playing it on a table. But I thought, if we tried really acting like the characters in the game, so I told Albedo that idea. And Albedo just happened to make these super magical things. What were they called again? Oh yeah, alchemy gadgets. They're just like whopper flowers. We put the gadgets all around the hide-and-seek area. And they look like all sorts of little boxes. Then we can play using the same rules as the tabletop game.
Klee and Albedo are so clever.
I come to Dragonspine to see Albedo all the time, so I'm not afraid of the cold. But Mr. Honorary Knight, you have to be careful, okay? Don't catch a cold.
Not her taking care of us. That's so cute. Anything else fun to share?
Yeah, some really strong-looking ladies came all the way from Natlan and gave me a special kind of storybook. It's called a comic. The people in the comics are all so cool. I want to draw comics about Mondstadt too. Like Mr. Honorary Knight going on a big treasure hunting adventure with Klee. And stories about Mom and her friends too. Aunt Nicole, Aunt Barbie, Aunt Octavia.
Rhine daughters never mentioned.
And then my new friends, Yao Yao and Sayu. They both have really magical skills. They're amazing. There's so many fun things I couldn't fit them all into even thousands of pages.
We're cheering for you, Klee. Klee's gonna be a great comic book artist.
But I can't get that effort with crayons. It seems that I need some special tools. I'll have to learn some drawing techniques from Albedo.
Oh my god, her getting into paints would be so messy. She would be like, you know those like, I forgot what they're called, but like, they're not minimalist paintings, but those splash paintings that like, I forgot what they're called, but they it's not pointillism. Oh my god. I think the first name of the artist is John. I was gonna say John Cage, but that's a musician. You know what I mean. The splash art, like, it looks like you're just splattering paint on the page. That, I feel like Klee would be really good at that.
Albedo's been working overtime, and he gets really tired, so we shouldn't make him even more tired. So when Albedo isn't busy anymore, I'll go learn properly from him.
Which means almost never. Well, you guys are gonna live a long time, more so than humans, but I feel like Albedo's always busy, so.
Oh, one more thing. Yoimiya came to visit too. It's been so long since I last saw her, back when we went to Inazuma for that reading festival.
You mean the Iridori Fest in 2.7? It's been so long. That's when Ayato came out. That's how long ago that fucking festival was.
When Yoimiya was passing by, I spotted her from super far away. Then I showed her around Mondstadt, walking all over town and trying lots of yummy foods you can only get here. I also wanted to take her fish blasting, but Master Jean said there's lots of foreign visitors in the city lately. We can't scare them or it might give Mondstadt a bad reputation.
Lee did a good job being a good host and growing up to be really responsible until she accidentally kills someone by fish blasting.
There'll definitely be more chances to go fish blasting later. I can be patient and wait for Yoimiya to make some extra special firework bombs so that we can blow up the fishes together. I really want to see Yoimiya's fireworks exploding all over Sardo like in the shape of a golf.
Okay, I wasn't trying to guess the next line, but okay. We'll stop by later.
Yee! I'll be waiting for you. Hey, Varesa! We finished reading that comic book you gave us. It was pretty cool.
You don't look so great, buddy.
Morning. Wait, you finished it? Wow, that was so quick!
Some of us binge watch things. I want to know more. I want to understand the whole story.
So you too have been won over by Fiatena's infectious charisma? It was but a matter of time.
From what we read, it seemed like the Soulblazers were a group of Natlanese heroes who fought against monsters. Also, Moika had a cameo in there. Does that mean the Soulblazers saga is based on historical events?
That's right. It's an adaptation of Natlan's history. All the characters are based on real people. But of course, it's mostly for entertainment. You can't treat it as a history textbook.
Although, some people do. So, some people take the fictional version of certain stories and then assume that's actually what happened in history. I'm not directly hinting or looking at a certain musical, but...
The Soulblazers were warriors who fought against the monsters of the Abyss. Their mission? To protect their nation. The finest warrior of all the Soulblazers was Fiatena. She is our hero, our role model.
The Pyro Archon has some real cool fight scenes too, though. She fights with real passion. But there's a whole bunch of other comic series that deal with her story specifically. This one is more focused on Fiatena's story arc. Her motivations, her rise to greatness, and so on. No matter how desperate things got, she never lost hope. Thanks to her dogged determination, she went from rookie warrior with no understanding of strategy to a formidable commander. Along the way, she became friends with a group of fellow warriors who stuck with each other through thick and thin. Fiatena! She's my hero.
This story really means a lot to her.
She seems truly inspired.
Oh, every time my thesis gets rejected, I just think about all the challenges that she faced.
Aww.
And suddenly, my own problems don't seem so insurmountable after all.
Don't worry, Alrani. I have faith in you. You'll get your thesis approved one day.
Aw, Varesa. You bet I will. Trifling thesis. You are no match for me. When I get back to the academia, prepare to be whipped into shape.
So, now that you guys are into this series, you wanna join the Legion?
What does it involve? That's a comic book fan club, right?
It depends on the fandom, but some of them are much more dedicated than others.
Don't stress over it. Yes, we were initially brought together by a shared interest in comics, but ultimately our main purpose is to share life's joys and get rid of life's woes. Whatever comes our way, we have each other, and we can face it together. We discuss comics together, eat together, and chill together.
In that case, Paimon's in!
Paimon just wants to eat. Count me in too.
Yes! Welcome, welcome!
Captain, what about the welcome ceremony? Or have you forgotten our traditions?
Of course I haven't forgotten. Find a nice open space and wait for me there. I'll just go grab something from the camp.
Bro, we're gonna get hazed, is what I'm hearing. Now I'm scared.
Here. This is a good...
Alrighty. Do you have any idea what Varesa's fetching from the camp?
Probably the relic we used to swear in new members.
The relic? Oh, there goes Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm here. Hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. I sprinted the whole way. Here, take this. It's a Fiatena mask. I made it myself.
Oh, that's cute.
Thanks. Huh? Isn't this the mask you wear in combat?
That's right. Fiatena used to wear a mask in combat too. So the one I made for myself is modeled after hers. Mind if I keep going for a bit?
Not at all. The floor is yours.
Oh, not her pausing, be like, I don't want to, take up your time. I feel so bad. Anytime a person is like that, I was just like, someone in your life got annoyed by you talking about your favorite interests, and that made you stop, and that makes me sad.
The tale of the Soulblazers saga is a long one, told over 12 volumes. The characters go through so many changes along the way, growing and developing as the story progresses. This mask, for instance, is just one of the 5 different versions Fiatena wears during the story. At one point, Fiatena goes through a tough phase where she's disillusioned after fighting so many battles, but her friends are always there for her even through her darkest time. With their encouragement, she was able to rally and get back on her feet. And this is the mask she wore when she made her comeback. In my
it's
view,
a comeback
that
mask.
makes
Okay,
it the perfect relic to use for inducting new members into the Legion.
That's really cute.
Oh, this ceremony just got super ceremonious.
Hold on to it. You're gonna need it during the ceremony.
Oh, Captain, is it time?
Now, Traveler and Paimon, join me in reciting the Legion of Soulblazers Creed, which we will cry out at the top of our lungs.
Ah, I've joined a cult. We have to shout it?
Yeah. Just imagine you're bursting with praise for the chef after a sensational meal. Or, for me, sometimes, I get so happy hanging out with my friends that I just want to shout, "Thank you!" as loud as I can. When you believe in something, you shout it for the whole world to hear.
Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. Now, repeat after me.
Okay.
Through pain and defeat, we shall never fear.
Through pain and defeat, we shall never fear.
Yeah, go, Zach Aguilar!
I will always champion love and imagination.
Oh, how'd you get up there?
I will always champion love and imagination.
Great. Soulblazers, as of this moment, you are now members of the Legion.
Oh, that's actually shorter than I thought it would be.
Nice.
I can't wait to tell xilonen the good news.
If I'm not mistaken, she's out training with Minnie and Igong today.
Got it. All right, let's go.
I think they died.
Vice Captain, shall we call it a day?
That's enough strength training for now. But we still have racetrack familiarization training. We can't afford to skip it.
Attention, Soulblazers! Da-da-da-da! It gives me great pleasure to introduce 2 new additions to the Legion of Soulblazers. The Traveler and Paimon!
The pleasure is all mine. I will always champion love and imagination.
All right, induction complete. Now we're officially Soulblazers.
Welcome to the club. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to hold a welcome party for you today. Minnie and Igong have been training for ages. They are completely exhausted.
Congratulations.
Bro is about to pass out.
Minnie, you still up for racetrack familiarization training?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know if y'all are, ready for it?
Since it's a 4-person relay, we gotta rehearse every stage.
Maybe don't pass out before you get to the actual competition?
I'm so jealous of Alrani. Logistics is the easiest job. Gets to stay at the camp the whole time.
Yeah, they seem totally wiped out. Alright, we can skip the welcome party. We pretty much know everyone anyway.
Shame you have to miss out, though. I feel kind of bad. Let me think. Okay, here's what we'll do. Why don't you join us for training? We still need to practice on the race course itself, so we could turn it into a team-building event. In this cold weather, there's no better feeling than running around and getting the blood pumping. We'll all feel toasty and warm by the time we're done. What do you say, Traveler?
Me join you for training? I thought I was a spectator for all this. I wasn't gonna join the Olympics?
Come on, it'll be fun. We can chat while we train. It'll take your mind off it.
Paimon, thoughts? You get those legs moving for once?
Count Paimon out. She is not cut out for this at all. Paimon's never run a day in her life, 'cause she can fly. Flying's way faster than running.
Oh, I'm thinking about the fancy voice line right now.
Wouldn't
gliding be
faster? We should waste some time. Put that theory to the test.
No thanks. Paimon flying is faster than Paimon running. Not Varesa running.
All right, we'll let Paimon off. It would be pretty absurd having someone who can fly join a running race. I'm all rested up, so I can join you instead. As for Minnie and Igong, if you guys want to keep training, then pace yourselves and stick to slow jogging. But if you're worn out, feel free to stay put and recover.
Thank you, Vice Captain. Yeah, I'm not moving. I'll just rest right here.
I'm gonna take a nap.
I'm down to keep training.
Okay, that makes 4 of us for training. Me, Varesa, Minnie, and the Traveler.
Let's split into 2 groups then. Xilonen and Minnie can do a slow jog. I'll be sprinting full speed on the race course. Traveler, you join whichever group you want. We're just happy you can join us.
I'm gonna walk. No thank you. I'm so good. I'm not a track person. I'm not gonna run. Can y'all don't talk? Paimon just chilling with this dude? I can't even talk to y'all? That's crazy. Am I being teleported into a domain? The answer is yes. Okay,
Okay, keep your head up, shoulders back, and allow your arms to swing however feels natural. You'll save energy that way.
Okay, we're having a light jog.
Minnie, your baseline fitness is still limited. Don't go full throttle right out of the gate, okay? Start slow and steadily build up your speed.
Okay, so we're basically going with me. Girl, I maybe we should slow down the pace a little bit before you keel over and pass out. I'm getting frost. Oh.
There were some monsters up ahead, but I chased them off. They won't affect the training. How's it going? You 2 holding up okay?
She looks like she's about to collapse every 5 seconds. Like, I'm worried about her.
I'm good. Minnie's form is so much better than last time.
I still think I need more practice.
Girl, you don't look so good. Can you take a rest?
The course goes into an uphill climb from here. It's gonna get pretty tough.
It's fine. I'll keep going. I gotta get a good ranking. I don't want to drag this team down.
Girl, if you pass out before the actual contest, you're not gonna be able to actually do the contest.
Even so, you shouldn't push yourself too hard. Health and safety always come first. Results are second.
Thanks, Varesa. I do appreciate it, but the thing is...
You need this, don't you? For personal reasons? You mentioned some kind of deal with your parents. I'm guessing it's something to do with that? I noticed you had a certain look on your face when you first brought it up, like you were trying to suppress how you were feeling. In my view, when a kid makes a face like that, it's actually a cry for help.
Aw, xilonen actually, mother.
So, what's really going on? You can tell us. If you keep it to yourself, we can't help you fix it.
I remember Minnie saying in one of her letters how she hoped to go to Inazuma one day and work as an assistant comic book artist.
Oh, we could just probably hook you up with Yaimiko, right?
That or become a prop maker, building true-to-life comic book items for fans.
I'm pretty sure you could also go talk to Yaimiko for that.
But her mom and dad aren't very supportive of her goals. Could that have anything to do with the relentless training?
Oh, okay. I'll explain. Varesa's right. My mom and dad don't approve of me moving abroad for work. I'm the baby of the family. There's a huge age gap between me and my older brother, and I was a pretty sickly child, so my parents worried a lot about me growing up. They don't like the thought of me moving so far away from home. They say they'd always be worrying about my health. Also, they'd rather I pick something more stable. The idea of trying to make a career in the comic book industry is crazy to them. They think I need to be more realistic, get a real job.
I mean, you can make money as a comic book artist, though.
But what employable skills do I even have? I can do art, and I can build stuff, but I'm no good at anything else.
Surprisingly, you would do really well in the entertainment industry with just those two. Like, I'm thinking cosplayer, you could probably become an official cosplayer, which it's hard to get into, but it can make some amount of money. It's not the best. I'm not gonna say any of the arts industry stuff is gonna be like, oh, you're gonna be making bank. It depends on the project that you work on, but you can do illustration and commissions for people. You could do prop commissions, which prop makers actually make a good chunk of money. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Costume designing, for theater or for cosplay. I'm just thinking of like a few things, like, I don't know. You could, like, I think it's doable, but like, I don't know. Don't be so hard on yourself.
It's like, no matter how many times we have the conversation, I can never get through to them. They treat me like I'm just a little kid living in a fairy tale world.
I mean, I'm not gonna say all parents, but like a good chunk of parents would be like, oh, you want to do the fun and interesting thing than the stable thing? Yeah, you're gonna go broke and you're never gonna make it. Like, there's very few parents that are immediately gonna be like, oh yeah, do what you want. Like, immediately have like full support, especially when it comes to art industries, because like, it's rough out here. But if you prove yourself, normally they will be like, oh, you are kind of making money on this. That's surprising. And then they'll be a little bit more supportive. I will say that from personal experience.
But this time, the situation is different. Suddenly, my friends came all the way to Mondstadt to see me because of our shared interest in comics. And then we signed up for a cross-country contest. That really surprised them. I'm sure they don't believe I can do it. So, I made a deal with my parents. If I pull this off and my team gets ranked, they have to start taking me seriously about what I want in life.
Don't worry, Minnie. You're in good hands. Even Coach Yan-san has praised me for how fast I can run. And she has high standards.
Watch on the third act, Varesa's gonna somehow be out for the count, and then Minnie's gonna have to take over or something.
And you've seen xilonen when she gets going, right? She's as tough as they come. A real hero. She fought wars for her tribe.
She killed some bitches.
As long as we do well enough to get ranked, your parents will come around, right? I'm confident we can do that. We are all behind you on this.
Varesa.
Minnie, I still remember that time you sent Nepeka some of your work. Artwork of Fiatena, and a mask you built yourself. She showed them off to all the other kids in the tribe, and they loved them so much, they offered more to buy them off her. But Nepeka wasn't about to let go of them.
Huh? Really? I had no idea anyone would want to pay for my artwork.
Listen, properly charge what you would actually charge for your work. Don't be like, oh, this is how much like people think I can do. I'm gonna put this at like $10. No. Charge yourself for how much you're worth. Like, don't undercut yourself because it also affects the rest of the arts industry too.
Why wouldn't they? Your creations have real value. And while that's subjective in emotional terms, hey, the offer of more is a pretty objective measure. To me, that fact alone says that you already have a real job.
Your mask and artwork are already famous in the Collective of Plenty. People are constantly asking, who painted this? It's incredible work. If you ever visit our tribe, you can bet there'd be crowds of people swarming you and begging for your autograph.
I'll definitely visit one day. I had no idea I had fans already.
All in good time. We can talk more about that later. For now, I think you need to stay here and get some rest.
Thanks, both of you. I'll make sure to rest properly.
Good. I'll stay here and keep you company for a while.
The Traveler and I will keep training then. Might as well finish out the track.
Man, do I have to? It's going up, and I don't. It's snow. My socks are gonna be wet. It's gonna be gross, like... Man! I don't wanna.
You definitely don't want to stray off course on a mountain like this. It could get dangerous.
I don't wanna.
If you find yourself getting cold, there are some torches off to the side in this section. Just set one alight and warm yourself up.
Yeah, I've been down this path before. That's why I don't want to do it again. You think I want to climb these snowy covered stairs? I already live in New York. I don't need this shit. I don't need any of this. We get snow here all the time. It sucks ass.
We made it to the relay point. Good job. I gotta say, this terrain is seriously challenging. If people don't familiarize themselves with the course in advance, they could easily get lost on race day. But at least the organizing committee has taken the time to clearly mark out the course. And thankfully, there aren't many wild animals or monsters out here. People should be able to practice without incident. How are you feeling? Still got the energy to keep training?
I still got some gas in the tank. Let's go back and meet up with me. Oh, I got some gas in the tank. I can go.
Then let's get back to it. Whew. The next section looks even harder. Let's make sure to stay alert so we don't leave the course, and pace ourselves to protect our joints. That's what Coach Yan-san would say. Her advice is always spot on.
I feel like we also need
the second
winter
section
clothing,
of the official
but...
race course. Watch out for signs so you stay on track.
Okay. I wonder why there's a choice about going or not going. Like, is that actually a choice, or is it the illusion of choice? Ah, I touched the fire. Boo. Am I gonna pass by Albedo's area? I don't think it's this close. Ugh. Ugh, it's so snowy. Boo. Okay, don't go that way. Go this way. Oh, is this to the statue? Oh, this is to the Statue of the Seven.
Don't fall in.
Oh no, I'm gonna fall. Ah. Bro, they just put a pit in the middle. Well, that pit was already there, but like, there's no other markers in front of it? That's where I think the foxes were if I went inside. We're just gonna go up to the Statue of the Seven? Is that what's happening? I am climbing. We're going.
There's a gap here. If we jump down, it should shave off a lot of our race time. But it's a little risky. Gotta be careful not to sprain an ankle or it's game over. We made it to the relay point of Section 2. That's today's training target officially smashed. We just need to check out Sections 3 and 4 of the course, but we can do that tomorrow. Now that we've stopped, it suddenly occurred to me. After a whole morning of running, we're still only halfway up the mountain.
The day is young. You want to climb to the summit?
Kinda? But then again, I'm already freezing. And it must be even colder up at the top.
Also, we don't have the proper equipment for climbing.
Yeah, forget it. Let's head back. I'll catch a cold if I'm out here much longer. Why don't we regroup with xilonen and Minnie, then head back together? Hey, you two. We're back.
3, actually. Igong came to join me and Minnie while you were out training.
Yeah, I felt bad slacking off while everyone else was going the extra mile.
Oh, you sound sick, bro.
Sounds like the cold's getting to you.
All right, let's head back to camp so people can get some extra layers on. Wow, the time's really flown by. At this rate, I don't know if I'll have time for my nap before we hit the city for the afternoon.
She just wants to sleep, and honestly, same.
Well done on your training, everyone. Now we have some free time before this afternoon's activity. As planned, we'll meet by the Knights of Favonius headquarters at 2 p.m.
Will we get to go to the library? Will we?
That's right! Excited?
Yes!
Me too. After days up here in the mountains, I'm looking forward to finally checking out the city.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's not a whole lot.
Great! In that case, see you all at 2 p.m. sharp for some well-earned fun.
Yeah!
I love Mondstadt, but also there's really not that much there except for maybe the library and then drinking.
That perked them up. Now that fun's
Or
on
church,
the agenda,
actually.
they don't seem so tired anymore.
Well, of course. It's important to relax and de-stress after training hard.
And to eat. I am super hungry right now. Okay, everyone. Dismissed.
Okay, people. Time to go.
I wonder what the Mondstadt's comic collection is like. Don't let me down, Mondstadt Library.
xilonen, we made it!
Nice. Everyone's here. Let's go. Minnie and Varesa are already inside.
Is there actually a good comic collection in here? I feel like most of this would be research. Also, Elon Musk isn't here for once, which is kind of crazy. Xilonen, what are you looking at?
I am loving the atmosphere in here. The peace and quiet, the subtle scent of flowers in the air, plus the chairs look really comfy. Whoever runs this library has great taste.
Lisa is a woman of exceptional taste.
Ooh, that being said, what happened to actually running the library? I don't see any staff anywhere.
Lisa's probably taking her afternoon break at the moment.
Afternoon break? I'm the one who should be on an afternoon break.
Then you take a nap!
That's it. Okay, I am taking a nap. You guys go hang with Varesa. I'm gonna find a table to pass out on.
There's several tables here, actually.
Yeah, it's just too cozy here not to. It'd be a shame to waste the opportunity. There, that table. I have been eyeing it since we got here. It has nap material written all over it.
There are literally chairs, but okay.
Paimon has a funny feeling that Lisa would approve of Xilonen's commitment to afternoon naps.
Bro, me too. Bro is out. That was so fast.
Whoa, that was fast. 1 second she's talking to us, the next she's out like a light.
Her work can't catch up with her here. Maybe that makes it easier for her to relax. Yeah, Mika can't bust into her workshop asking for upgrades.
Guess so. Happy napping, Xilonen.
Bro is knocked. Oh, I wanted to talk to Xilonen. Oh, it only lets me sit. I don't even get to disturb her. All right, you take a nap, buddy.
They don't seem to have a dedicated section for comics and light novels here. Everything from the Yai Publishing House is grouped under children and teens.
Is there something wrong with that?
Everything is wrong with that. Would you put the Soulblazers Saga on the same shelf as the Boar Princess?
You're right. The Boar Princess is too fucked up to be in children's.
Hey, watch it. What have you got against the Boar Princess?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. To be fair, the Boar Princess is a pretty good read. I bought the whole set from the Wanwen Bookhouse.
What are you reading, Yingang?
The Soulblazers Saga Armored Assault Volume 1. Ah! The Soulblazer spin-off!
Yep. This book was my first introduction to the Soulblazer universe. It abandons traditional modes of human combat, instead housing the heroes within giant armored mecha, each the size of the Jade Chamber. And since it isn't canon, it's free to delve into territory that the original series can't explore, like aerial combat. It goes pretty hard.
So it's Voltron is what I'm understanding?
When I discovered this as a boy, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. As soon as I saw mecha and mid-air dogfights, I was hooked.
So you're big into the mecha genre, huh?
I sure am. After that, I was hunting down books in the Soulblazer series wherever I could find them. I even bought the Mecha Warrior action figures released by the Yai Publishing House. I gotta say, though, it really did a number on my savings. Those action figures are so expensive and there are so many to collect.
And that is why I can never get into action figure collection or mecha collection, because I spend all of my money on gacha, so...
Yep, that's how it goes. Seems like every other day there's a Soulblazer reprint, collector's edition, spin-off series, sequel. So much to keep track of.
Yeah, the thing is, the publisher knows exactly what they're doing. They keep milking their cash cow for all it's worth, because chumps like me fall for it every single time.
Staring into the void of Hoyoverse fans right now. Oh my god.
Me too.
The self-awareness is kind of insane. Did they say anything after?
Yigang,
oh,
which book are you gonna borrow?
Just this one. Armored Assault, Volume 1. Can't beat the classics.
Okay. You don't get an opinion on what you're gonna borrow, Roddy? All right.
I'm surprised Miss Musk isn't here today. I always see her by the linguistics section.
Yeah, it's not like her to slack off. Maybe she went out to find some hill trails for her research.
You guys know this place inside out, huh? Even down to the regulars. That's impressive.
There's like a total of 4 people that come in and out of this library, so...
Of course, the library is my secret base. I know which books are on what shelves, who the regular customers are, even what brand of tea Lisa uses for her afternoon drink. This chair is the same one I was sitting in when I first read through the Soulblazer saga. And anytime I want to write letters to my friends in the Legion, this is where I come. I just feel so comfortable here. Miss Lisa is really friendly. She's shared some of her snacks with me before.
Wow, amazing! Snacks. What I meant to say was, this library is totally different from the one back home. Instead of books, we have woven scrolls. They're usually hung up high on the walls, which means the shorter kids can't always see them. But I was always tall for my age. Whenever my friends wanted to read a woven scroll, they'd come get me to read it out for them. I got so used to reading woven scrolls in a group that when I eventually got into comics, I carried on the habit. It's more fun reading them together with friends.
You think so? How does that work, though? Because everyone reads at a different pace, right?
Everyone picks a character and they get to voice them. That's the funnest way to do it.
It works fine. The faster readers just wait for the others to catch up before turning the page. Plus, with other people around, you can read for a bit, then chat for a bit, then read some more. Beats reading in silence. Funnily enough, that's actually how I got to know xilonen. This one time, I came to her workshop planning to commission her for a job. When I arrived, I found Nepeka reading a comic book. And it turned out it was the Soulblazer saga! We were both pretty stoked to meet a fellow Soulblazer fan. And I guess we were chatting so loudly that we woke xilonen up from her nap. She came over, intending to quiet us down. But that turned into us roping xilonen into reading comics with us. Next thing you know, it was the middle of the night and we'd been at it for hours. Xilonen was so tired, she just laid down in between me and Nepeka and went to sleep. Ever since then, we've been the best of friends.
That sounds so nice. I really want to meet Nepeka too. I hope I can visit Natland one day.
We can make that happen. I'm sure xilonen would be more than happy to introduce you. And don't forget to invite me too.
It's just...
Hey, don't feel down. A deal's a deal. As long as we get ranked in the contest, your parents will have to respect your wishes.
Well, sometimes they don't, so it depends on the parents.
So let's put all our energy into doing the best we can. We're gonna get that ranking, and you're gonna go on that trip.
I'll do my best.
I'm hoping that this is gonna have a happy spin by the end because it's an event and it's short and most likely it'll have a happy spin, but sometimes people don't keep their word, so... Lisa!
My. Looks like a lot of visitors snuck in while I was on my afternoon break. Hello, cutie. Hello, little Paimon. It's been too long.
We were hoping we'd catch you, but you were on your break, so we just went ahead.
That's quite all right. I'm sure your Natlanese friend here has read the library rules carefully and intends to abide by them. As for your other Natlanese friend, I'm glad to see someone appreciates the cozy atmosphere. She looks like she's having a wonderful nap. Now then, has everyone decided which books they'd like to borrow?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to borrow this copy of Armored Assault.
And I'll take this one. Vera's Melancholy.
Ooh.
Minnie recommended it.
Okay!
No problem. What about your, leopard friend? Did she want to borrow a book?
Huh? Borrow a book? Oh, yeah, no need. Thanks. This one was great, but I won't be checking it out.
Was it too hard of a pillow? Is that why?
Let's see. Along with Divinity.
Okay!
You have very good taste in books.
Interesting. These are all actually readable books.
Or should I say, good taste in pillows?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's my drool. Sorry. Okay.
All right, let me fill out the register. Then you'll be free to take your books.
Lisa checks out the books, hands them over, and sees you all to the door.
My appetite is insatiable today. Must be because of all the exercise.
Yeah, I bet everyone's getting hungry by now. We did push it pretty hard this morning.
Plus, the organizing committee had a load of supplies to distribute today. Stuff to keep people warm. I'm ravenous after moving all those boxes. Minnie, you're a local. Any recommendations on where to get a late lunch?
I feel like there's always one location and one location only.
How about Good Hunter? Their steaks are really good.
Oh, I am so down. I'm craving a plate full of meat right now.
Bro is sick.
Yigong, don't tell me you caught a cold again.
Sounds like we should get some hot soup for the table. Come on, let's go.
Also, cover your mouth, bro.
Everyone loves Good Hunter. My family eats here all the time. It's a little small, though. We'll probably have to split the group across 2 tables.
Ah, bummer. Well, never mind. We've done plenty of group activities recently. It won't kill us to split up just this once.
Captain's already been hypnotized by the menu.
It smells so good. Meat stew? Seafood? Are you ready to order? Let's see. I guess I'll get the ball rolling.
Girl, maybe we need like 5 seconds to decide on the menu first?
Let's start with 30 plates each of tea break pancakes and flaming red bolognese, 7 bowls of calla seafood soup, and 30 meat natos. As for appetizers, 12 apple roly-polies and 12 sauteed matsutake. Don't want to overdo it. Anyone else want to add something? Or we could just start there and add stuff later.
Girl, that's a lot. We can always order more if we need to.
Looks like Varesa's appetite is as crazy as ever. Thanks, Sarah. That'll do for now.
Are you sure it's not too much?
Oh, don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Oh, I promise you, none of it will go to waste.
If you say so. Well then, I guess I better get cooking.
Nothing beats eating a nice big meal when you're hungry for it.
After a short wait, Sarah expertly maneuvers the enormous platter of dishes. Girl, how did you cook it all? Thanks, says Varesa before digging in like there's no tomorrow.
No matter how many times I witness it, the Varesa versus food show never ceases to amaze me. You gotta hand it to the collective of plenty. They can pack it away, and they can pack a punch.
Well, you gotta eat so you have enough energy for training. And as Fiatena once said, even a beast of the abyss knows that being a picky eater is an unpardonable sin. So all the more reason for us to eat our fill.
Oh, I know that line. It's from that standalone special, Fiatena versus Abyss Lecter, Battle of the Meat Feasters, right?
Wow, plumbing the depths of obscurity here. Is the Abyss Lecter maybe Enjo?
Don't underestimate a hardcore fan. I know every line in the Soulblazer saga, no matter where in the Soulblazer universe it comes from.
Nice one, Alrani. The writers had fun with that one, didn't they? Pure comedy. Can you imagine if that was based on a true story? An eating competition with an abyssal monster. Such a hilarious proposition.
Yeah, it's really stretching the boundaries of possibilities. I guess it takes a certain kind of talent to come up with ideas like that.
Wacky ideas are one thing, but what really blows my mind is the characterization process. The way they take historical figures like Fiatenna and breathe new life into them as comic book heroes is just so impressive. Some people think I'm not enough. I have 2 words for those people. Think again. That's one of my favorite Fiatenna quotes of all time.
That's from the Soulblazers Saga Volume 3. Just FYI.
I wish I had Alrani's memory for, like, memorizing this stuff, because I am so bad when it comes to lore and, like, trying to, like, remember pieces of information, and then I go around blending, like, HSR, Genshin, and ZZZ all together. It's so hard. I wish I had this type of memory.
Thanks, Alrani. Minnie, do you have a favorite Soulblazer quote? Or a favorite plot point in general?
I think for me, it's the way they portray Fiatenna's dream. Despite the endless numbers of monsters, and even when the Abyss seems like a never-ending threat, Fiatenna never gives up fighting for her dream homeland. Maybe it is impossible, but if we don't try, we'll never know.
Oh, yeah. I love that line, too.
Volume 3 strikes again. FYI.
No matter what, Fiatenna always stays true to her dreams. That's why she'll always be my favorite hero.
Same. But when I look at my own life, I wonder, will I ever have that same kind of tireless dedication? Following your dreams is so hard sometimes. I feel like I'm giving everything I have to give, but everyone around me is telling me, give up. It's not realistic. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even that good of an artist. I'm never quite happy with my work. Sometimes I get to thinking that I should just pack my pens and paper away and be done with it. Maybe life would be easier that way. But I've tried that before too. And it's never long before I start to miss it. I'll be at the grocery store buying some cured meat or at home doing some chores, and I'll suddenly find myself thinking, I miss my art.
Let me guess. It always ends up with you digging out your art supplies and giving it another try.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a cycle, honestly. I keep flip-flopping between, that's it, I'm never painting again, and no, I gotta keep trying. Who am I kidding? I'll never have Fiatenna's perseverance.
I mean, the fact that you keep coming back to it does kind of attest to the fact that you do have some amount of perseverance towards the art form. But at the same time, like, if you're constantly outputting art, I don't think you would be able to, like, get the same ideas as if you took a pause sometimes and then came back to it. Like, I personally am of the mindset that anyone who does any type of creative field, whether it's like visual art, like voice acting, game development, any of those types, taking a break and like not touching your work for a good amount of time and then coming back to it is always a better idea than just trying to push towards making stuff all the time, because that is just Burnout City.
You're thinking about it all wrong, Minnie. Even Fiatenna had days when she didn't feel like training or eating right. Having tireless dedication doesn't mean doing the same thing on repeat every day. To me, dedication just means being passionate about something. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you always carry it in your heart. Sometimes you let yourself go, but it's okay. You can always get back on the wagon. If you lose muscle or stamina, you just build it back up again. The important thing is to keep that passion alive through all the ups and downs. As Fiatenna said,
there is only one eternal power in this world. The power of love.
Exactly! From Volume 6, when Fiatenna delivers the crushing blow to her enemies. You see? The important lessons stay with you.
Yeah. And they always will.
Here's to your dreams and your passion.
Wait a sec! Varesa? When did you clear all those plates?
It's been like that for a while now.
While everyone was talking. I guess Fiatenna put me in the mood for a meat feast.
No fair! Come on, everyone, eat! We need to catch up!
Everyone grabs their cutlery and vies for a fair share of the remaining food. You guys can just order more food.
So full.
I can't eat another bite. I'm absolutely stuffed.
Should we head back to camp? We can walk off some of that food.
Bro, Sarah's bill is probably insane. She probably made mad bank from this one table.
There's no more group activities today. Once we get back to camp, everyone's free to do their own thing.
That's a relief. I'm about to go into a food coma.
Oh, Minnie, where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you.
Wait, hold on. Your dad's Patton?
Patton? What is it? Is something wrong?
Okay, maybe your dad's not Patton.
What do you think? You've been gone for days and haven't checked in once.
Is your sibling?
Mom and Dad are worried.
Uncle?
I've
member?
been out training for the race with my friends all morning. We just got back and everyone was hungry, so we came to get some food. Mom and Dad should know about it, though. I told them I've signed up for a cross-country contest and I'll be at Dragonspine practicing in the days leading up to it. They agreed and everything.
Yeah, well, you know what they're like. They agree at first, but then several days go by without seeing you, and now they're freaking out. It's always that way.
Aww.
Oh! So, Patton from the tavern is your brother?
Are these the friends you were telling me about? Wait, honorary knight?
Hi, Patton.
Hey, everyone. I'm Minnie's much older brother.
Okay, so it's your brother.
When did you make friends with the honorary knight, Minnie? Whew, you kept that one quiet.
Oh, well, the honorary knight just sort of showed up for the pre-race training. I never had the chance to tell you guys.
Thanks for taking care of Minnie, everyone. I hope she hasn't been too much trouble.
Don't be silly. Minnie's our good friend. We've been hanging out, training together. It's been super fun.
Good. Glad to hear it. Okay, well, Mom and Dad said to tell you they miss you and they hope you come home soon.
Well, at least they're not forcing her to go back home.
It's great that you've got a hobby you're so passionate about. But don't let it take up all your time, okay? You gotta come home and check in once in a while. Come home as soon as you can, okay? You can go back to training tomorrow. We don't want Mom and Dad blowing a gasket.
Okay, I get it. I'm heading back to the camp with my friends now, but once we get there, I'll grab my luggage and head home.
Okay, great. Make it quick, though. Otherwise, Mom and Dad will probably go all the way to Dragonspine looking for you.
Okay, so she is getting dragged home. I misinterpreted that.
Sorry to intrude, everyone. Have a great day. I'd better get back to the tavern now.
I have a feeling she's not going to come back out tomorrow, is what I'm hearing.
Man, I almost forgot how cold the mountain was. The difference between here and the city is mind-boggling. I'm gonna go warm up in the tent.
Girl, I think you caught a cold.
I'll join you. Right now, I just want to wrap myself in blankets and let the food coma run its course.
I'd better come too so I can grab my luggage.
Minnie!
Hello?
There you are, young lady.
Why did you go to Dragonspine?
Mom, Dad, you actually came.
What choice did we have? When were you planning on coming home? I thought this was supposed to only last a couple of days, but you've been gone for most of the week.
That's a couple of days. Hello?
I never said a couple of days. I said several days.
That's the same thing, but in just different words.
You did. I remember that. But we also agreed that she'd be out during the days and come back home every night. Come on, it's time to go.
Okay, I'll just let my friends know. Hey guys, I won't be staying in the camp tonight. See you tomorrow for training.
I'm sorry. Tomorrow as well? This is all getting to be a bit too much, Minnie. You've been out here for days on end. Don't you think you've had your fun? Besides, you're not built for this cold weather. Remember that dreadful fever you had as a child? It took the better part of a week to clear up. Your mother and I worried ourselves half to death about you.
What?
Hello, sir. I'm Minnie's friend, Varesa.
Ah, Varesa. How do you do? I believe Minnie's mentioned you before. Thank you for keeping her company out here. Sorry, I would have brought a welcome gift if I'd known.
Welcome gift? No, there's no need for that. I just wanted to say, This contest? It really means a lot to Minnie. We've been training together in preparation for it. Minnie's taking the training really seriously. Every day she starts earlier and finishes later than anyone else. Whether it's strength training or practicing out on the race course, she's been working the hardest out of everyone in our group. Didn't you make a deal with her? I heard that as long as Minnie gets ranked in the contest, you'll consider letting her do what she wants with her life?
I feel like she lied, but...
Her greatest wish is to work in the comic book industry, and she's putting so much work into it. Surely you don't want to see all her efforts go to waste.
Of course not. But the thing is...
Mom,
That's enough! What's more important? Your comics or your health? I don't know how many times we've told you. It's great that you have a hobby, but you need to learn the difference between work and play. When's it going to stop, Minnie? When you ruin your health in the name of fun?
Don't take your father's words too hard, Minnie. Both of us just want what's best for you.
Okay, but he's being real fucking mean about it.
You're still young, and it's great that you have something you're passionate about. But at some point, you need to think about your future.
Ugh, it's always this talk. I'm hurt a little bit. It's reliving past memories. Ugh.
I've seen your artwork, and I do think you have a wonderful talent. But being a comic book artist just isn't a stable career.
I'm sorry, Minnie. I didn't mean to be so harsh. I know how much effort you're putting into this. We both do. We really admire your determination. You're our daughter. And we love you so much. But surely you can appreciate where we're coming from. Dreams are great. But at the end of the day, they don't put food on the table.
Depends on what the job you get with your dream is.
Mom, Dad, can we please continue this in private?
Yes, of course. Let's move over there.
Oh, are we gonna see... Can I talk to you guys while I'm over here? Minnie's talking with her parents. The atmosphere seems very stern. Oh, they don't even let me talk to them.
Oh, things got pretty intense with Minnie's parents there. Even Paimon didn't dare to interrupt.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to speak up on Minnie's behalf again. But I didn't even know how to butt in. I mean, it sounded like their hearts are in the right place. They said they have her best interests in mind, expressed concern for her health, tried to comfort her, but the whole thing still just felt kind of off to me. I can't quite pinpoint what it was, though.
This is a crazy sentence to say after what she said. What about your parents, Varesa? That's insane. But, like, at the same time, I feel like every parent, at least those who aren't in the art industry or in the freelance industry in general, they see people who work in the arts industry and they're just like, oh, well, that's not a stable job, and like everything can go up and down, you know, and that's fair. Like, freelance is not exactly the easiest job, I can attest to that. But at the same time, so are 9-to-5s. Like, you can't really keep a 9-to-5 nowadays. Like, it's very hard to actually climb the ranks company-wise, like whether it be in tech or other, like, air quotes, stable jobs. The idea of a stable job doesn't exactly exist anymore, considering how fast market moves. And like there's like a few professions, like I'm thinking like medicine and like healthcare usually are fairly stable because we're always going to need healthcare. But at the same time, it's just like, if you're not having any interest in it, yeah, it's going to make you get money. But at the same time, what about your soul? Your soul's going to die out if you do the thing that you don't want to do, you know? Like personally for me, if I wanted money, I would have gone into healthcare. But that's a whole other thing. But instead I chose to do the arts, and it might have been a very weird and windy road, but I'm kind of happy with where I've ended up. I can say I have a lot more experience than a lot of the people that decided to take a more steady route. And like, I'm saying this from the privilege of being able to do certain things that I'm able to do with the career that I currently have. But like sometimes I do wonder like what would happen if I took the more steady career path and like kind of not exactly kill off, but like lessen the amount of artistic work I could have done. You know, like, yeah, I'd have a lot more money, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't think I'd be very happy, honestly. So it is a question that I think every person needs to go through in their life. Like, how much are you willing to sacrifice for the things that you enjoy and like the things that you want to do and what you define as success? Whether you want to actually work in a job and you want just a stable job and that's like your idea of achievements in life is to have a steady job and to do whatever you want with that money. Like, that's not something I'm saying that's bad. I'm saying that if that's your goal, 100% go for that goal. But I think if you're in a creative space, one, money is important, and I think everyone should get some kind of stable living, air quotes, at least some amount of supplemental income while you also do the creative job that you want to do. At the end of the day, you don't want to be relying on the art form that you chose in order for you to only get money that way, because a lot of the times it's not going to be very stable. And because it's not stable, you're going to feel anxious. And then when you feel anxious, you're going to do worse at your art form because you're too worried about the other thing that you're worried about. So I think having a stable job and then also doing an art form of whatever you like is probably like my opinion of success. But I don't know, that depends on the person. You get to decide on what you want to do. Just make sure that you have options for yourself, you know? What about your parents, Varesa? Have they always supported you?
I mean, whether I'm training, eating, or heading to bed for a nap, they're all smiles. But Minnie's parents, neither of them were smiling when they spoke to her just now. Their words were caring, but their tone was so angry. I don't understand it. It sounds like they don't want to let Minnie take part in the contest. But then all her hard work will have been for nothing. What are we gonna do? I'm supposed to be Minnie's captain, but I feel powerless to help her.
As much as, like, you want to be there for your friend and, like, as, like, kind of an older sister character, you can only do so much, but, like, I think this is something that Minnie's gonna have to fight for herself.
I wasn't expecting the Peka's gift for Minnie to come in handy so soon. I was planning to save it as a final surprise before we leave, but under the circumstances, it would be silly not to use it now.
You got a plan, xilonen?
I can't put smiles on our parents' faces, but I think I can make sure Minnie gets to participate in the contest.
Is there remote control? That's all I'm thinking.
That's not true. I promise, I would never.
Well, in that case, we can discuss this more back home.
Sorry to interrupt, but there's something I'd like to discuss with the two of you.
You must be Vice Captain xilonen. Minnie's mentioned you before. Is something the matter? If it's about the competition, don't worry. We'll let Minnie take part. But as we've just informed her, this will be her last time. We don't want her wasting any more time on worthless pursuits.
And also, it always pisses me off whenever people are just like, oh, the arts, like, that's worthless. Like, everything that you consume on a day-to-day basis, like, if you watch television or, like, if you play fucking video games, you know, that's all art. It is all an art form. You are consuming art on a daily basis. Even advertising is art in the capacity that advertising is, you know, depending on, like, the voice acting that's in it, the visual arts that's in it, the people that model are in it, that's all art. You consume art. It's genuinely not a worthless pursuit. Everyone fucking consumes art. Anyway, that's my art crash out of the day.
Gotcha. Look, I don't mean to interfere with your family business, but Minnie's a part of our team. I have to make sure everyone's in the right frame of mind to compete. And I can't help but feel that her conversation with you was a little demotivating. I'm concerned it's going to impact her performance on race day. I also don't think you're really validating her efforts when you brand something your daughter is passionate about as wasting time.
I am so surprised xilonen is saying this directly to the parents, and I'm surprised that the parents aren't crashing out, because some parents would be like, well, how dare you try to parent my child, blah, blah, blah.
Like I said, not trying to intrude on your family business or anything, but I thought you should know that a student of mine back home simply adores Minnie's artwork. She's not here to speak for herself, but as her teacher, I felt like I should pass along the message.
I agree that Minnie has artistic talent, but I stand by what I said earlier. Hobbies are hobbies. Work is work. A couple of fans isn't going to get you anywhere in life.
Also, most hobbies nowadays are monetizable because that's how capitalism works. So technically, you could make money on it.
Yeah, about that. Take a look at this letter.
What's this?
Let's call it a token of appreciation from Minnie's fan base. They wanted to write one letter each, but I told them I couldn't take a whole sack of mail on a long-distance trip. So instead, my student Napeka arranged for them all to make a group painting for Minnie. In the end, so many people participated that it was pretty much one brushstroke per person.
Napeka's so thoughtful.
Sorry, Minnie. Napeka wanted me to give this to you as a surprise after the competition, but given the situation, I made the executive decision to give it to you now.
So how many people is this?
You think Minnie's wasting her time because in your eyes, making art isn't a worthwhile job? And when you use words like worthless, what you're really saying is it's not a stable source of income. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're right.
Well, now you have another way to measure worth. Your daughter's artwork has attracted a whole lot of fans, and very enthusiastic ones at that. Since arriving in Mondstadt, I've learned that being a bard is seen as a very respectable profession here. Let's imagine Minnie was a bard for a second. Instead of drawings and paintings, she'd produce poetry and songs. Instead of fans, she'd have an audience. Would you still be inclined to stop her from being creative? Would lyrics and music be just as much of a waste of time?
I take your point, but there's still the issue of her health.
Sorry, let me butt in real quick. You know, Minnie's not nearly as fragile as you think. I'm not just saying that either. I've been doing competitive sports in my tribe since I was a little kid, so I know what I'm talking about. Sure, Minnie's not built like a pro bodybuilder, but she's got great potential. A sensible amount of exercise is good for her health. Far better than staying cooped up at home all the time.
Mom, Dad, my health is a lot better these days. Really, I feel great. Now that I'm training every day, my appetite's improved and I'm sleeping better.
Minnie, sometimes I forget how grown up you are now. You're your own person with your own ideas. To tell you the truth, your mother and I don't really understand this whole world of comics and Yaoi Publishing House. When all's said and done, we just want you to have a safe and stable life. The last thing we want is to see you suffer. But a deal is a deal. This competition clearly means a lot to you. So, give it your best shot. See it through to the end.
I will.
Don't worry, I'll make sure Minnie gets through this safe and sound.
Thank you, Honorary Knight. It really does ease my mind knowing that you're on the team. I think I've said enough for one day. Minnie, you're free to attend training and attend the competition. But you're not to stay out at night. Come home and sleep in your own bed. Understand?
Yes, Dad.
Minnie collects her luggage and leaves with her parents. They promise to bring her tomorrow's training session.
Whew. At least we got there in the end.
That, you know what? That's a faster arc than most parents have with their kids/kids with their parents, because usually the art conversation would take years. Your powers of persuasion worked like a charm.
It was a shot in the dark, honestly. I'm not good at dealing with family drama. Sure as heck didn't have a plan B, so it's a good thing the letter worked.
Right, also the plot would have gotten a little bit off the tracks, but at the same time, to be fair, I'm not gonna say it's the most realistic dialogue that people will have, because just because you have like 100 people or so following you and or appreciating your work, some people don't see the worth in that, especially I think with social media. Because like now, if you don't have like more than 1 million, like 1 million people, like 1 million subscribers, is considered like the low end for some people in terms of subscriber count, which is kind of insane to me because that's a million fucking people, you know? But social media has grown to a point where like if you're not having like more than that, then you're washed. You're not you're not a good content creator or like a good, I guess, whatever art field that you're in, producing art on the internet. But like, I think in the real world, it's gonna take a lot of persuasion from, I think, people who want to do art, convincing people in non-art fields, like, yes, this is actually something I want to do. I know the risk and I want to do that. I think it's a very common thing to go through, especially as a kid, because your parents do want the best for you, and that's like totally understandable. But at the same time, like, sometimes you do have to weigh the risk. And so if you're not making enough money in your art, you do have to sometimes sacrifice choosing your creativity for stable income, which is a choice that people have to make, is a choice that I've personally had to make before. And I think everyone will eventually have to make their own decisions about that, you know? Like, I am definitely not the type of person to be like, yeah, just abandon all of your family, go move to LA to pursue whatever thing that you want to do. What is LA? It's like voice acting. There's regular actors, like on-screen actors. Like, dude, make movies or something like that and like run away from everything and just go there with $1 in the dream, which is, I feel like, is the myth for like movie creation. It's like the stereotype, like the broke artist, right? Like, I'm not saying to do that. I think that people who are looking at an artist have to realize that there is some sacrifice, and some people are willing to make that sacrifice for the outcome of being able to pursue whatever they want to do. And I think that should be per each person's choice. And like, I'm not saying you have to entirely support it if you're like, I guess, like in the same situation as like the parents with the kid with Minnie, right? But you have to understand where they're coming from. And I think setting some boundaries, being like, okay, well, you have to make at least this much to help out the family. And then you can also pursue whatever you want to do. And then figuring out the balancing act is always, I think, is a good idea. Because let's be real, if you shut down and be like, no, you're not allowed to do this thing anymore, that kid is definitely not going to be very happy later on in life, or even within that time frame. Like, they're probably going to be miserable. They're not going to be the best that they want to be. So I think being encouraging but also being realistic is a good thing. I don't know where this ramble went up to. I'm going to go on constant art rambles because this is exactly an experience I've had before in my own life, so.
This is way more than I signed up for. I only came here to buy that merch stuff or whatever.
Even though it wasn't what you signed up for, you really rose to the occasion.
No, you think? I don't know. Seeing how Minnie's parents were acting, it just reminded me of a similar situation from a while back. Sometimes someone can love their idea of another person so much that they'll try to mold them to fit that mental image.
Right.
But if love is starting to restrict your freedom, it's time to get out. Anyway, Minnie's parents aren't nearly that extreme.
Right, like they could have gone completely off the rails and shut her inside her house, barring her from ever going outside, like literally locking the doors and like changing keys and like preventing her physically from going outside. This turned out to be a much better situation than something that people have probably experienced before.
Let's go get ready. Tomorrow is race day, and we have to deliver results.
Oh, that's how it ends? I think the other dude's gonna get sick and we're gonna have to replace him, huh?
The cross-country contest is about to begin! So many people have shown up! How's everyone doing? Feeling ready?
I think the other guy caught a cold and is not here.
Towels, hot soup, warm blankets. Yeah. I think I'm all set. Captain is taking the team through a warm-up as planned. Once the race starts, I'll go wait at the finish line to hand out water and blankets to the contestants.
I got here a little late because I was coming from home. Are they still warming up? The race is gonna start any minute.
I'm glad at least the parents didn't like do a whole thing where they stop her from coming. Like, I know they said like, oh, we're gonna bring her back, but like, you don't know if they're gonna keep their word, you know, so I'm happy Minnie's here.
Yeah. I wonder what's taking them so long.
I swear to God, one of them sick. One of them sick, bro.
It's not like Varesa and xilonen to be behind schedule. Okay, we'll go check on them.
Thanks, guys.
Hey! They finally emerged from the tent!
Well?
Guys, what's wrong? You all look so serious.
It's Igong. He's come down with a fever.
Yeah, who could have guessed?
I wish I'd acted sooner. I've been checking in with him constantly since he started sneezing. And he said he was fine, but still, I should have known better.
He probably hoped he could tough it out until the end of the competition, but now it's broken into a full-blown fever. He doesn't even have the energy to get out of bed.
We've been in touch with the organizing committee, and they're making sure he stays warm and takes his medication. They actually sent a medic to look after him, so he's in good hands.
Girl, no wonder why he's sick. That's his bed. That's even a blanket or anything.
Well, that's good. But what about the race? You're one team member short, and it's about to kick off any minute.
Oh, gee, I wonder who else is here that could also run the race.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? This race is a huge deal for all of us. Minnie's parents are already waiting at the finish line. Our only hope now is...
Me? I could try.
That was our first thought, too. You've trained with us, so you know the course. Plus, you have a good level of fitness and plenty of outdoor experience. I don't feel great about roping you in at the last minute, though. There's nothing worse than someone dumping an urgent job on you when you least expect it, and making you feel like you can't turn it down.
Hey, have you ever heard of freelance commissions? Because that's exactly what this is.
We'd love to have you on the team, but only if you're willing.
I won't let Minnie down. I won't let your trip to Mondstadt be in vain. Soulblazers don't give up without a fight.
To Minnie to the rescue once again. You'll always be Natland's hero, Traveler. Wherever you go, we place our pride and our hope in you.
All right, let's save the fawning for later. We don't have much time. The order for the relay will be as follows. First me, second Traveler, third Varesa, and finally Minnie. Your section of the course is the first uphill stretch. Remember to pace yourself and conserve your energy. Don't try to sprint the whole way.
Unless...
Once I hand you the baton, follow the signs until you reach the statue, where you'll hand it off to Varesa.
We can do this, guys.
Got it.
All right, time to make a move. Everyone, get to your starting positions.
Bro is dead on the floor. The feverish patient lies fast asleep. With the competition drawing near, it's best to head to the arena with the others for now. Bro, can we get him a bed? Something, bro. At least a blanket. It's cold out here. Or at least take this plush with you so that it'll maybe keep you warm or something. I don't know. Okay, so this is the Leah person. I think this is the Mondstadt? No. No, these are the Inazuma people. These are Sumer people. I didn't realize there was a Fontaine person here. I didn't... Are you from the Spina de Rusula? When did you all get here? Oh, Aether was sliding. Okay.
Contestants, spectators, welcome to the Dragonspine International Cross Country Challenge. My name is Draff, and I'll be serving as referee for today's proceedings by appointment of the organizing committee.
Okay.
Let me start by saying I wish all our teams the best of luck, and I look forward to a day of new personal bests, fantastic results, and of course, playing by the rules. I'm also obliged to remind everyone how important it is to remain within the bounds of the official race zone. The terrain on Dragonspine is hazardous, and the last thing we want is anyone getting injured, or worse. The organizing committee has taken steps to remove all hazards from the race course, but the rest of the mountain remains a danger zone. Contestants, if you find yourselves unable to complete the race due to injury, illness, or other reasons, please step to the side of the track. A member of the organizing committee will come to your assistance and deliver first aid if necessary.
Captain, where's Igong? The race is about to start.
I'm afraid Igong came down with a fever. He's sleeping it off at the moment. Sorry, Minnie. He's not going to be taking part today.
What? But that means...
Don't worry, I got this. I'll run in Yigong's section. Also, we didn't tell Minnie before this.
The Traveler won't let you down, Minnie. He's a pro at this stuff. Heck, you might even have a shot at first place.
Okay, got it. Thanks for coming to the rescue.
And now, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the cross-country relay teams. From Sumeru, the Sand Blasters. From Inazuma, Lightning Strike. From
We get
Lille,
team names? Well,
the Sunset
that makes sense.
Squadron. And from Fontaine, the Frostbite Friends.
Fontaine's having a time for sure.
Next, we have the Adventurer contingent. Dragonspine must be scaled. And coming all the way from Springvale, the Mild Hunt.
The Mild Hunt is insane.
Last, but by no means least, we have a team that brings together contestants from all over Teyvat. The Soulblazers.
Okay, they just made it the fan base name. All right.
Looks like we've got some pretty strong competition.
Don't panic. There's no need to be nervous. Think about Fiatenna. It's time to show our courage. Together, there's no obstacle we can't overcome. And if there is, just charge right on through.
I'm not sure that's an option for everyone else.
Right, some of us don't have that
Okay,
ability.
Fine. Yeah, charge it is. I'm not gonna nitpick your motivational speech.
I'll show you how it's done.
I'm gonna give it my all. I believe in our team, and I believe in me.
Will all contestants please proceed to your starting positions? Ready? Go!
Am I running? Oh, I'm running a xilonen. Use her skill. Sure, I can do that. Can I do this?
You can do it!
Not this way. Okay, that's fine.
Yikes. It's even colder today.
Oh, they're catching
Just my
up.
luck.
Boost your stamina here!
Can I get my E?
The traveler's up ahead.
Can I
Time to
please
pass
get
on the
my
baton.
E?
Eyes on the road!
Made it.
Great, I'll take it from here.
Aether, jump scare. Wait, Aether doesn't have any running ability things. Boo. Can I use my E and does that do anything? No. My section uphill is all the way.
All the way.
Oh.
I gotta remember to pace myself.
It'll be fine. I can just use my E and that'll give us extra stamina. It'll be okay.
You're killing it!
Also, there's stamina bubbles, which I don't think are available for everyone. That
Keep
seems a little
going.
biased. Let me not fall. I was genuinely 5 seconds from falling into that pit. I wonder what happens if you go off course, but like, I feel bad if I went off course. I want to go see Minnie and make sure that she gets through this.
There's the statue. Varesa's waiting. Come on. Almost there. Varesa, I did it.
Thanks. My time to shine.
Wait, where does Varesa need to go? I don't know where
No time
Varesa
for a
needs to go.
detour. Just gonna jump on down through the gap.
Oh, okay. Am I going in the right direction? I think I am.
Headbutt!
Oh, do I need to hold her E? This is what happens when I don't actually have Varesa. Oh, where am I supposed to go? You said jump through the gap. Now where the fuck am I going?
Hurry up, Varesa!
Am I going backwards? I feel like I'm going backwards. Where are the other contestants?
It's
Is
the
my main
downhill
question.
stretch. Full speed ahead.
Oh,
Minnie's
okay, so
waiting
it just
for
goes
me.
around. I genuinely, like, what the fuck are we doing? I keep forgetting to hold her E.
Speed demon!
Minnie, you take it from here. I'll be right behind you.
Oh, the camera
All right,
made me
here
a little
goes
sick.
nothing.
Go, Minnie, go! Am I running as Minnie? Go, Minnie! Oh god, I have to follow the NPC, which is gonna take a while. Man, I wish I could run, but I can't. Also, do the other contestants just wait up here? This is how you know I've never taken part in a relay race before.
Monsters! At least they're not on the course. Better steer clear. Oh, everyone's waiting for me by the side of the course. I'm coming, guys.
Oh, there's someone that went ahead.
I can't do it. I'm out of steam. I can barely see. Wait, is this the right way?
Shoot! I've gone off course! No, no, no! Stay back!
Uh-oh.
Help!
It's fine. I'll keep going. I gotta get a good ranking.
Now it's time for the moral dilemma of if you're gonna help the person by the side of the road or if you're gonna continue to run and get first place.
I don't want to drag this team down.
I believe in you, Minnie.
I do too.
Let me help you.
I know I should keep going, but I'm sorry. I can't ignore this. Quick, over here!
Someone's injured. We have to help them.
Varesa! Traveler!
On it. Minnie, get the injured person to the finish line. We'll handle the rest.
What happened? Someone got injured?
Amber, we got a situation.
Roger that. On it.
Let's chase this menace out of here.
Also, still kind of insane that this boss exists. Sometimes I forget about this boss.
Bring it.
Well, it's not really a boss. Well, you know
the
what I mean.
echoes of the valley.
Antenna, Grand Beast!
Don't blame yourself, Minnie. It's not your fault.
You did great, Minnie.
Girl, why are you out of bed?
Oh,
Or lack of bed.
Don't force yourself to speak if you're not up to it. Honestly, I'm amazed you even made it here to watch.
How'd the end of the race go? You okay, Minnie?
Traveler?
It's okay. I'll explain. I'm really sorry, Honorary Knight, but by the time I got that wounded guy to the finish line, all the other teams had finished the race. The staff have taken him to get checked out, so I think he'll be okay. But we didn't get the results we wanted. I'm sorry. You guys were leading the whole way, and I went and let the team down.
Okay, but you helped a person, and I feel like that's more worth than getting first place.
Oh, Minnie.
When I first saw that guy in trouble, I hesitated for a moment. Everyone's worked so hard to get here. If I hadn't gone back to help him, we would have actually gotten a decent ranking.
But he could have died, so...
Amber and the emergency staff were nearby, and you guys weren't far away either. It's not like you would have been in life-threatening danger if I'd carried on.
Well, you don't know that.
But I just couldn't tear myself away.
It's okay, Minnie. We understand. How could any of us turn a blind eye to a person in need?
Right.
Wherever the Soulblazer treads, help is always at hand.
Wait, where's that line from?
My brain just came up with it on the spot.
Thanks, Captain.
Minnie!
Imagine using your brain to think of something. That's crazy. What a concept in this age!
Thank goodness you're okay. I was so worried.
Minnie! You could have put your life at risk.
Please, don't ever scare us like that again.
I'm sorry.
A minor incident ended up dashing your hopes of victory. It sucks, but that's life sometimes. You bust a gun and still end up with nothing to show for it. But nothing is wasted. Everyone had fun along the way, and seeds planted today may still bear fruit tomorrow. Minnie still looks a little frustrated, but she'll get through it.
Minnie, are you all right? Are you hurt at all?
Oh, hi, Ref. No, I'm not hurt. I'm all good. It's you.
Hello. I'm Kenzo from Team Lightning Strike. Because of your help, I escaped with no major injuries. I can't thank you enough.
Team Lightning Strike has had a discussion with the organizing committee. Minnie's actions in helping her fellow contestant are commendable. The organizing committee are all in agreement that were it not for this incident, Team Soulblazers would have ranked much higher in the race. As things stand, Team Soulblazers did not rank highly enough to receive medals. However, we believe that you still deserve recognition for your performance.
Oh, that's nice.
Therefore,
I think
in
that's the right
addition
thing
to
to
the
do.
medals for winners and runners-up, the organizing committee has decided to issue a special honorary medal to your team. recognizing your commitment to putting lives first.
Man, honorary knight, honorary medal. I'm just gonna be honorary Mondstadt at this point.
Thank you, Mr. Draff. Mom, Dad, I know what you're gonna say. A deal's a deal. I won't fight it.
Very well. Then we'll stick to what we all agreed. From now on, Minnie, as long as you promise to be careful, you are free to go traveling abroad.
Aww.
What? But Dad, I thought...
You achieved what you set out to do. You got ranked in the competition. Maybe it wasn't the ranking you hoped for, but it's enough for me.
And for me. Look, you even have a medal to prove it.
You know, maybe we should turn this into a family vacation. Yes, let's all go and visit Yae Publishing House together.
Yes, let's go to Japan to visit one bookstore. Actually, you know what? There are people who would do that.
After hearing so much about your favorite comic books, I'd love to find out if they have anything suitable for older folks like me and your mother.
I wonder if they would ever do like a group cosplay. That'd be really cute.
Amazing! Hey, Minnie, this is a great start.
You have no idea how happy this makes me.
This is a moment to remember. I think it calls for a photograph.
Good call. All right, group photo.
Oh, let's pose like Fiatena and Mawika. From Volume 2, where they go into battle together for the first time.
Aw, look at them. They're so cute. When the plans make it out of the group chat, that's adorable.
Well, we weren't the winning team or the runners-up. But one way or another, we still came away with medals.
I'm sorry. I picked the worst time to get sick, didn't I?
I don't think you can pick to get sick unless you're like deliberately like huffing someone's cough or something. I don't know.
Don't even think about that, Igong. Just focus on getting better.
It's a shame we didn't all get to compete together. But at least we got a group photo.
If anyone has regrets, I say we come back next time and go for gold.
I'll be back.
Okay, Michael Afton.
Take it easy, Igong. Next time, you can start by not getting ill. Captain, I think I'll join you for training next time just in case. That way, I can fill in if someone has to drop out at the last minute.
It's decided then. The Soulblazers will return for the next cross-country challenge.
I'll be here after 3 billion years, and then the Genshin anime still doesn't come out, you know?
It's a deal.
Oh, this was a cute story.
I'm sorry I let you all down.
You didn't. Nobody's blaming you. It's not like you chose to get sick.
I'll make sure to bring warmer clothes next time.
Cover your mouth! Oh, the people cycle through when you leave and come back.
This photo is amazing. Should we take a few more?
Let's do it. We can try some other poses.
All right. In that case, I'd better go grab some comics. We can look through them for reference.
But there's too many good ones to choose from. We'll probably get so caught up in reading comics that we forget to take the photos.
Okay, I'm not sure if there's any more, like, character interactions, because I don't think there's one that spawns with xilonen, weirdly enough. It's just Varesa and Alrani. But I think this was a cute story. It was short, simple, sweet. It had a beginning and end. It's not the most profound story. I mean, it talks about profound topics, like... There's definitely discussion that could come up from it, but like, it's not the most in-depth, but also it's like, when the smaller events, I feel like Genshin, at least, has been kind of scaling back the events and how important they are to the story, especially because the main story quest now tends to encompass most of the main story, obviously. But I feel like it used to be the case back in Fontaine when they made the events also have a lot of storytelling as well. I'm okay with this change. I'm okay with the events being like a little side adventure, a little fun thing to have, instead of like being massively lore important, you know, like back in the day when Albedo's 2.5 2.4 event. I forgot how long ago that was. That one's a major lore implication, and it comes up in paralogism. But if you didn't play the 2.4 event, you have no idea what the hell happened with Albedo and his alter ego. I guess we can say that, right? But yeah, otherwise it was cute.